Dodge out of the way.
Dodge! Did I?
Oh,
Why am I doing this? Oh, I need to go this way.
Yeah,
Oh man,
Jesus.
I forgot.
I got lucky. I was just
move
like,
my
is this
bo-
it?
move my
Yes.
body.
We're like, we are not, we are mirrored, not mirrored. I don't know.
Mhm.
We are not mirrored so that you can read pew pew.
Right.
Obvi. That's the most important part of
Obvi.
why we aren't mirrored.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I should be wearing more shirts with
text.
text.
Well, you had a shirt that color with a Montreal Metro on it. So for a second I was
It's
like, you
true.
are.
It's almost this exact color.
I did.
It's like you
Remember
had
that
favorite
shirt.
colors.
Oh, I outgrew it probably.
Because you got too swole.
Yeah, I got way too. Exactly what happened.
But-
Yeah. Yep.
Hello.
All of them are. Someone I heard a story recently of someone who was like, they weren't going to be giving away their clothes; they were going to be recycling them. So they did this gag where they would come out in shirts that were too small and just go "Grrr," and like tear them apart, and then kept doing it over and over.
Nice.
The merch, maybe.
Might be.
Sounds like
That sounds like something.
4 years of RPG
Wow.
channel.
Really? Yeah, of course.
That
of
means
course.
we've been on here longer.
No.
No.
No. 4 more years. Oh man. Hey, thanks everybody. And thanks Flower as well.
Almost.
I saw
Getting
Watch
close.
Street
Almost.
be ignited earlier.
Ignite!
Yeah.
Oh, actually. My ability to use emotes disappeared like in the middle of the day on Friday or Saturday, and I was like, "What's going on?" I
My
was
day
like,
is ruined.
That's not good.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but I'm gonna save my resub. So I'm just waiting for other people to react so that I can click on that.
Let's just see where we're at.
I mean, we could all just.
yeah. Let's. I think we might. Let's see. I feel like one of us was off.
Whoa, the resub look is really sexy on mobile now. It's so shiny. It's got sparkles and everything.
Excellent. Oh man, I'm 1 month behind Erigwen. That's tragic.
Yeah. Got my dust.
Pew, 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 pew. Hi everybody.
Hello.
Oh, always good to be here. Says,
Funnily enough,
mm,
for me, it'll be 47 months, not 48, because we waited so that we wouldn't be.
Oh,
none of us would be in
obviously.
our top 10.
We didn't want to be our own
Founders.
VIPs.
yeah.
That would have just been embarrassing.
There's a version of me out there, the like dark timeline Scott, who would have been like, okay, we won't do it. And then I jump in
And you would have done
and
it.
I say first. And I grab the
Ribs.
first founder badge. Dark timeline Scott is a dick. I really hope he doesn't show up.
I kind of want to get to know Dark Timeline Scott.
I mean, it's
He
basically
blesses
just
you
me.
before you sneeze.
That happened, but that happened in this world.
That's
Oh,
the
no.
only thing that Scott has done that isn't pure and sweet and perfect, so it sticks in my mind
Thank you,
as
Kate.
a peculiar
Oh no!
outlier.
Look, hey, yeah. And
Dark Timeline Scott offers you a lift, but he's kind of grumpy about it.
So
that also happened. Oh no.
Liam from Disconcordia.
Mm.
There is a famous incident where someone lived in Little Italy, and this character complained about having to drive a half hour to drop someone off.
Ah, yes.
Dark timeline.
Look, we've all been stuck in Montreal traffic and regretted offering
All of you have.
accompanying
I know
people
you
to
have.
different places.
Thank you all those times, Scott.
Yay!
Dark Timeline Scott
Sorry.
Drake
occasionally
London.
bumps the table with his knee when he gets a roll he doesn't like.
Oh shit!
Oh man, that looks so. Oh!
Oh.
Nice.
Hey, thanks, Flower of August.
Hey, thank you. I like this XP bet business. I feel like we could encourage more people to do it, but I also don't want people to be too disappointed. If the bet doesn't pan out in their favor.
Well, if enough people are involved, someone will be right. As long as they all vote differently, right?
That's true.
There's only a
Good
certain
point.
number of combinations.
Oh, Laws of the Wild got moved, right?
Yeah,
We were looking at that book, and
Oh,
so
that's
therefore
right.
now Pugmire is the featured game.
Oh no.
So
behind
featured.
it.
So featured. What could it mean?
The game I was
No.
like, let's play it, and
Up
then I was
to
like,
12,
I don't know how to play it.
I'm glad that you have a thick
Bro.
enough book, though.
I mean, you can have that back for display purposes.
No, it's. I think do people ever consult it during game?
I
Often.
once in a blue moon, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it should stay on the table.
I
I just don't like people who have like one piece of paper
Oh, no,
on
no,
top
no.
of a book, because then
Yeah.
there's at least one book back here which is basically just scratched the fuck up because
No, we're still pristine.
I've done that, and I appreciate that my friends don't trust me with certain things. Sorry, trust me, and then also remind me not to do things
I think
that will
it's-
damage.
I think
Property.
it's not that I blame any individual person because it's never the intention.
No, of course.
It's the same sort of
Our
people who
timelines.
pick up a book and then when they open a paperback book, they open it too wide and they crack the spine.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I would rather a book be well used than a book be kept pristine but no one's allowed to touch it.
Yes, that's fair.
What are you doing during the pre-show? I want to
Can
know.
I say?
I don't know what's going on. but
Yeah,
I wanna
Eric,
know.
when how will we know whether you can say whether unless you just say it? Ooh.
It would be
Yay.
in effect autumn, which means that you would have access to the emotes both here and also if you link your Twitch to Discord, you'll have access to it on Discord.
Aragwen, I don't use the word monster lightly. But that is... I actually have very, very, very fond
I
memories
love
of
those
those Redwall
books
books
so
as well, yeah.
much.
I think everyone of a certain age probably does.
I never read the Redwall books, but the most recent Brandon Sanderson trilogy I read, they were like tiny, like paperbacks, but still really, really thick, and you fully had to crack the spine in order to
Actually
like,
open it.
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So
Eric,
it happens.
I've worked in libraries for a decade of my life. I have seen so many people do so many things to books across a long, storied, difficult career. But since you owned those books, you can do whatever the fuck you want with them. You want to mark up the pages in permanent ink? Go for it. You want to take the spine out and then just rebind the book into a binder? Go nuts. If you want to slam Scott's dick in it, just absolutely just...
Hang on, I think that involves my consent.
You live your best life.
God damn it.
You don't have to feel badly about doing that. If it were my book and you were just gleefully chunk, chunk, chunk throughout the whole thing, I might be a little annoyed. But thankfully, it's not my book.
Now, if someone's proposing doing something to you or your character that you don't like, we have some tools that can help communicate what's going on. I didn't want to interrupt you this time.
No, that's very good.
We have cards. You have other options that aren't cards. I'll get to those in a minute. The green card, the play card, indicates that despite any outward appearance, I am okay with what's going on. You can continue. The pause card, the yellow card, indicates that you need to let folks know something. It's a heads up. Once you have informed the table of what you need to and the card goes down, game can resume. However, the stop card will completely interrupt game. It's an opportunity to discuss entirely outside of character, human to human. In our case, we'll likely go to a be right back screen so that we can discuss and update you folks once everyone at the table feels safe to continue. However, you don't have these wonderful cards. You can get them at rpgclinic.com/safety to print at home, use emotes, or purchase physical copies for zero profit on our end. But while you're here in chat or watching on stream or VOD or podcast, you have the opportunity while live to whisper us at RPG Clinic. That'll show up on our screen. You can contact one of our moderators holding a green sword. Today we have Kung Fu Fenris and Aragwen. And they're happy to keep your information anonymous if you so choose. And of course, for any of your viewing options, you always have the opportunity to leave chat and or the stream. We don't want to see you go. We do want to see you safe.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hey, Dave. Plugging our tools.
Yay!
For free.
Can I quickly just like dodge back onto the tangent we had before about books?
The ding ding ding.
Sure.
No, before that.
No, I want to talk about your ding ding.
No, we don't need to talk about my ding ding.
I want to talk about the word ding ding.
That we can talk about. No, I've been watching Jacob Geller's video essays for a while now, and I think he's awesome. He did one not too long ago. I can't remember what it's called now. Unfortunately, I'll have to find out. He did a review of a big art piece in the Vegas desert called City, and he kind of linked it to other pieces of art that are like, is art what you make of it, or is it the intention of the artist, was kind of part of the overarching theme. Anyway, one of the pieces he talked about in that video essay was a book of photographs, which is like a variety of sort of lonely photographs, maybe family photos of the artist, or like an old belfry and things like that. But a bunch of the pages have been processed, stuck together, and you can tell because you can kind of unfold them at the bottom. There's more photos inside, but you have to rip open the pages in the book to get at them, because you can't see them otherwise. And the question, of course, that the author is kind of posing to you, the reader, is like, do you want to? You will never go back to how it was before if you do this. It's fascinating to me.
I think
You
it's
can't
called
rewind.
Art for No One?
Art for No One is the essay, I think.
I think so. Yeah, I thought that's what you were.
That sounds
the name
right,
of
yeah,
this video
I think so.
essay.
Because yes,
It's a really good
Alright.
listen and
Yeah,
watch.
very much, for sure. But I also that book of photos is so interesting to me, because you have to physically tear it to get at some of
Look.
the art if you want
Oh,
to.
splooge.
Is your Scott being hoity-toity? Are you reading a quite large volume and his ding-ding
Is getting
is
too
encroaching
close.
that space?
Encroaching.
No, I understand,
Oh.
Louis.
Oh.
Look, sitting in a bath can get a bit boring, so sometimes you want to bring a magazine with you.
Right. Magazine shipped to you apparently by Scott from Canada. Whoa,
This is what happens when you take a book into the bath and drop it in
That is a.
twice.
I was gonna say a well. Twice. That's a well-used copy, but my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Too. It's very funny. Oh. Look, I get all my best reading
To
done
be
in the back.
very fair, I was 8.
You what, mate?
You what, mate?
No, this is the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition Player's Handbook. It is my very first gaming book. It is one that I've held on to. It does not
Whoop.
go in its...
Whoops.
Like, it is. I could rebind it, I suppose, but I sort of feel like I don't want to.
It's part of its.
Yeah.
It's a relic.
Yeah.
It's part of our heritage.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
I mean, it doesn't really feel correct, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Look, someone says heritage, and we all have a Pavlovian response.
I used to read the fuck out of this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Same
I
thing
think
with
I-
Bird Toast.
Yeah. I think I had 3rd, and it was like also my first book, and I was just like, oh, yeah, like, it's so exciting getting your first RPG book and being like, wow, so many possibilities.
Well, soon I'm going to have to replace all the 5th edition.
Yeah, because they're doing 5.
And by all of them, I
update.
mean 3 of them.
Yeah, for now.
Because I don't own any other
That's
Hmm,
right.
well,
In physical.
books.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next thing that I'll ask is whether you spent experience or not. Whether
Yay!
I made a purchase. I got Persuasion 2. Because I feel like Macros has been getting people to do things that she wants them to do. Like, prove that they haven't given up on life.
His talky talk. Oh yeah.
Macros.
Not how I would classify Macros, but I guess.
I feel like we should be using the bookshelf behind me for like greater Easter egg purposes. Like when we start thinking that we know what game we're gonna play next, I'll say right now we don't know. So like this is not a
And you take
not
your
those subtle
tinfoil
hints.
hats off,
yeah,
guys.
But
Let's
like
not-
we should probably do something along those lines.
I would agree. It'd be really cute to do like either action figures or toys or the book itself to sort of hint at it and kind of progressively move it more and more into frame. I think
Like
that'd be really
Totes is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Hiding behind the mic
Concealed.
arm. Mm-hmm.
You up? Persuasion up! That's very good.
Oh, that's why your persuasion went up. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah. it is. Yeah.
I guess we should figure out what happened last session.
Probably a good idea.
Right. Well, let's listen to something else. The pack learned that Cleaves the Lie was formerly a stargazer, though he left the tribe when they left the Garou Nation long ago. They provoked the Philodox into frenzy, proving that he still had some fight left in him. Dante realized that the stargazer symbols from the two Cairns Guardians could be indicating a solution, rather than an enemy. Realizing that he could potentially remove the complacency affecting most of the Garou in Montreal, Cleaves the Lie traveled with the pack to Downstream. With all Garou in Downstream, as well as Sky, now cured, the Stargazer come Silverfang needed to rest, so the pack headed back to the bar. There, Theo admitted that he'd killed a Black Spiral informant looking for them. Macris, Dante, and Troyan resolved to head to Alice's former home to search for Shadow Shards, the one way to cross the gauntlet on the mountain safely. Are there any questions before we get started?
No?
No.
Don't think so.
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't spend no experience. Everything makes sense. Lots of mysteries, but it's gonna be good.
All right, well, with all that being said, everybody having their drink. 2 in mugs today.
Yes.
For now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
One,
That's just
is that a ginger ale or
It's a Crown and sparkling water.
a sparkling
Indeed.
Sparkling
The
water.
official
or
term.
brown?
Brown?
No, it's Crizzy.
Rizzy.
Or Criz.
I got that mad Kriz, guys.
Hip with the haps, yo.
I mean, honestly, charisma should be shortened to Kriz. Okay.
Well, it's Riz, right? That's
Yeah,
what
I know
you
I know it is, but, like, I don't-
say.
It should be Kriz. Yeah, right. All right, I'm done. Shut.
I guess I just shouted out our.
We should.
How'd you... What?
I was going to spotlight a message, and instead I clicked shout out.
Oh, okay.
Sense? Oh, well.
Now you have to stream.
It's
oh,
true.
it's that easy?
Yeah, we're gonna play that
Oh.
that Plague 2, whatever the actual game name is called.
Yeah.
There were promises. I didn't hear anything of it
Yeah,
happening.
what the hell?
No.
Rat siblings
I just want to Call
Yes.
her the musical.
I imagine.
Watch the hell out of that. Be short, I would imagine.
And on that note. In an earlier edition of Werewolf the Apocalypse, they made it explicitly clear that your ding-ding would come into your body when you were in Krenos.
I'm gonna go.
What if you didn't have a ding ding?
39, guys, mark it.
If you don't have a ding ding, your basically your genitals and your secondary sex characteristics all kind of like
Vanished.
not necessarily vanish, but they definitely went up into your form. Look, the reason why I bring this up is simple. There's some things we just don't need to know. Some things you just let it slide through. You just don't have to worry about it. And in this case, for today's game, there's going to be some things that we are going to just gloss over. I'm warning you now. It's not really so much of a warning because I'm kind of telling you things that aren't going to happen, that I'm not going to say out loud. But being a Black Spiral dancer is not a pleasant experience. Not to us, anyway. To them, maybe. But not to us. So, we're going to be glossing over some details because they're not important. What is important is that you have to see and feel what your characters are about to go through from a Gaian perspective. your reactions to this might change. It could be fury or disgust, disappointment, sadness, excitement. That's up to you. But remember, there's something alien about what you're about to experience. Gaians fight for Gaia, for the Earth, the way that it is now. What you're about to experience is something else. Where are you? Where are you going?
We are on our way to Alice's house.
In NDG.
We have with us Zach. if I recall correctly,
Yep.
because we were told not to. We were told we are sticking together, but not Theo. I imagine, probably excitingly taking the bus.
The 24.
The 24.
That would even get us all the way there.
No, we'd have
105.
24, then the 105.
Yeah.
We have ridden many a
Can't
bus
stay
in our day. This is an area which we know well.
Yeah.
You could also take the 104.
Mhm.
It would get you there.
Which I was going to shorten to the dish for some reason.
Nobody.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Nobody's ever done that.
We're gonna start a trans Scott, you and I.
The
The
dish.
dish.
I like it.
I worked on Cavendish for a while.
You mean the dish, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
no I really fucking
no,
don't.
I don't.
I knew someone who lived on the dish.
We all did.
Oh, well, you're thinking of someone else. Then,
Oh, you knew them, but you just didn't know
Yeah.
they lived on
The
Cavendish.
dish. No, the blue cards are not safety cards, they're my charm cards. Whether
Charm cards? Gifts.
She's an exalted disguise, right? Which I presume we've all
39
known.
episodes in, and I'm still calling them
The
charms.
secret trader game in the end.
I would be
Get her.
thrilled. if Macris
That's
was-
part of why we chose card sleeves that are not any of our safety card colors.
Do you want like thicker cards to slide in behind that so that they aren't so floppy?
No,
I would.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be able to stand it.
I actually
I'd
like
need
it.
to have them like have a nice crisp snap.
I like it.
But they do
Nice
snap. They go
snap.
click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
Oh, Aragorn, you have no idea.
Do you? Sorry, that's where we're headed.
Ain't no book slamming on ding dings here.
Stop.
I activate Spirit of the Prey and kill everyone everywhere all at once.
I thought you were exalted.
Ah! I thought you were exalted.
Oh, okay. I exalt and put some spears through some people. I don't know.
Sheesh.
Great.
Captain Splooey, that's not that I'm trying to make any euphemisms for ding ding. I think you need to take a look inside yourself and realize that's love. Ding ding love.
So we.
You're heading there on the bus. The corner that you're on has a grocery store, quite a large grocery store, like a big chain grocery store that's on the corner, alongside what used to be a physio place. Now it's something else. It's changed. I think it's like a tax preparation joint now. But you are here. The building is the same kind of brick, sort of 60s brutal building that you would see in this sort of area. Stone steps leading up to a door that's been redone in the past 10 years, but is already starting to see the scars of people mistreating it by trying to move things that are too large into the building. The apartment is on the top floor.
It is daytime. We are hoping to not draw too much attention to ourselves. I am up for a fire escape adventure if anybody would like to have one of those. But otherwise, Dante is going to confidently walk up to the door, buzz a whole bunch of apartments, and just say delivery, and try to get into the building. Oh, sorry. I should ask: is there or is the door open and can I walk in?
Yeah,
It's
it
brought
is.
open.
It is
The
the building's
security
front
system
door
is
unlocked.
not
broken.
nearly you
Okay.
can just head straight.
Okay,
on.
great.
Great.
I wanted to give you the chance to do a fire escape thing. You do have climbing on there on your sheet.
I do. It's
Give you a chance to shine.
once.
Clambering up there.
Great. Yeah. Okay, guys, you head in the front. I'll go around the back. Like, I mean, I could
Clang and a clang, clang, clang.
clang clong, scare an old lady on the way out. Honestly, I would head in the front. I don't think we need to draw too much attention to ourselves.
Up we go.
As you walk through the hallway leading to the door, it's a bit chilly here. The floor is made of stone and it used to have carpet over it, and that carpet has since worn away, so revealing kind of a faux marble underneath. But it seems to suck all of the heat just right out of you as you're heading towards the door itself.
I try the door handle.
It's locked.
I kick the door handle.
Kick the door handle or the door? Like, are you just like
The doorknob.
"Hey, I hate this doorknob"?
This door.
I kick the doorknob.
What I mean is, are you trying to kick the door in, or are you literally just being like, "Bah"?
What?
We're trying to get inside.
Yeah, I know. But if you
that's what he's
focus
asking.
the force on the doorknob, yeah, it's not like a stupid door being locked. It's
Yeah,
like
you're
genuinely trying
you're
to break
kicking
the
the
lock.
door in.
Yes,
Okay.
but not trying to splinter the wood.
Are you staying in Hamid for this?
Yes.
Oh, speaking. I should be. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Actually, first and foremost, Macros, Troy, and Dante heal a level of aggravated damage.
Yay! Thanks.
Macros, heal up. Just
Oh.
heal up. It's time.
Nice.
Macros and Troyan, do you think that you operated with honor and glory last session?
I don't think so.
Took down an old name.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That's not actually what happened, and I'm aware of this. But
Yeah, I can't think of a specific action that.
Strange, because I would have given it to you both, and I will, so
Yeah.
you'll heal. But I'm going
Hey!
to tell you what they were.
in terms of the stars.
Troyan, Cleaves the Lie is an elder guru, right? He's old, and for a long time you haven't seen him do anything in terms of fighting at all. You actually fought against an elder guru and put him down. Now it's true, there was the three of you there, but you restored the fighting spirit to somebody, and there is glory in that.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
There's immense honor in, first of all, doing such a thing, but also then you brought him to downstream where he rescued the cairn, the sept. So that is worth honor. You don't have to it doesn't have to be like way up here. The bar is not so high.
Mm-hmm.
But you accomplished quite a bit. So
Cool.
in that case, we are just going to make it clear for everybody that you are all operating
For
on
the first time in a long time,
Wow.
we're all fully like
and you are all at 2 rage.
nice. Okay.
Except I'm going to give you the option now of going up to rage 3 because of where you're going.
Yeah.
This
And
is
what we
your
believe we're going to find.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely
Okay.
pissed. Thank you.
What's your strength base?
3.
Okay. Well, you're going to make some noise if you kick this door, and I assume you don't care.
I mean, Macros seems like somebody who might be able to pick locks, so I should probably look to see if Macros can do that before I just start making
I
noise.
mean, I'm sure I have some larceny, but too, but I don't think she's a lockpick kind of person.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So in that case, I will continue with plan A.
Last time she encountered a door she wanted to open, she Jessica Jonesed it. She's just like,
And I need you to roll your strength athletics. You need a strength of 4 to break a standard interior door. Or you can just shift it.
If I shifted to Glabro, would it be an automatic?
Yes, it would be automatic.
I mean, I guess I might as well now that I'm at rage 3.
Bulk up a little bit.
Now down to rage 2. But
But
I'm in Glabro. Good job.
And you're welcome to stay in Glabro for as long as you choose.
Right.
But you are now in Glabro, which means that it's far more trivial for you to be able to just wrench open the door. In fact, now you have the strength to do so without needing to do like repeated multiple kicks. You can just do it in one shot, which sure, it'll make some noise, but it's a lot less of a deal than if you are hammering at the door for 20 seconds to kick it open.
yeah.
The door swings open, but just enough that you'll be able to like catch it so that it doesn't swing open and slam into the wall. And then what you see on the inside, just in the living room as you step in, there's a piano, a baby grand, that is sitting in the front. It is a little bit dusty, but just a little bit, like a couple of days worth of dust settling on it. But otherwise, it looks like it's been immaculately kept, polished to quite like a gloss. It also looks like it has been used quite a bit in that on the floor where the bench sits, you can see that there's a bunch of scrapes back and forth. So someone has clearly gotten up, sat down on this a lot. The piano itself is cherry. Well, not cherry red, but it is beautiful. In fact, there's no television in this room. There's a couch. There's a table, like a coffee table. But that and the piano are what's there. There's offshoots out towards it's a 2-bedroom apartment. There's a kitchen and 1 bathroom. But for now, all you see is this. The coffee table has a couple of coffee table books on it. Art books and photograph books. Not yours, that you were talking about earlier. And there's a cup of coffee that is long since dried up, that's sitting on the coffee table itself. On the outside, it just has it looks like one of those mugs that you would get if you went to like a place to make your own mug and they'll fire it for you, kind of thing.
Cute. But like, I mean, is there anything of import on?
No,
like, at a glance.
No, it looks like it looks like if it was created by somebody though, that person couldn't have been older than 14.
It's just all spirals.
Yeah, that's it.
Shh, don't tell anyone. I mean, my first, even though I'm sure we said this to him on the bus, I immediately turned to Zach. Just be careful. Let's try not to touch anything until we can figure out what she's been using.
I'm not touching anything.
Good.
And as if to prove the point, he like puts his hands behind his back and clasps.
Macris glances back at the hallway before the door closed behind. I assume we all step in.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we're in
Well, the door doesn't close, but you can certainly
there.
pull it. Well, it doesn't shut. It closes, but it can't shut anymore. You've broken it.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we'll look around first. Dante is certainly not suspicious per se of this piano, but it's certainly incredibly unusual for an apartment of this size to have a piano in it and to not have a TV and so on and so forth. It's a number of suspicious things.
The
But
curtains are also very heavy. and closed.
Is there either any sort of odor or smell coming from anywhere that might
Slightly musty air.
just okay? Nothing, but nothing like rotted or anything like that. That's
No.
That's good.
People haven't been here in a couple of days.
I'm gonna set off and start exploring before. I'm curious about this piano, but I'm gonna set off and start exploring. Probably head down to the bedroom. Off.
What about the two of you?
Then I'll check the second room if in case that's some kind of office.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check the piano. I'm gonna lift the lid. Is it closed or is it propped open?
It's propped open.
I'm gonna look inside.
Play the ocarina medley. Maybe that'll open a secret compartment.
There's no up, down. There's no C buttons on this piano. I don't understand.
How am I supposed to play anything?
There's no A or B either.
Who has the highest resolve investigation amongst you?
4, 6.
Damn.
But all.
3.
Okay. These two are helping you.
Okay.
So you can add a die for each of them.
Lovely. Let's go, guys. Let's investigate. Oh, sorry. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I reach. Let's really look, Dante. Not whatever you were going to do, man. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 5 successes.
Do each of you have at least one dot in investigation?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So how many successes?
5.
Okay. We'll start from the left and head right. Kate. The piano is seemingly just very well taken care of. It's been tuned recently. It sounds amazing if you actually press on any of the keys. There doesn't seem to be any like booby traps or mechanical switches, or like if you play the opening 5 notes of Chopsticks, then something else opens up, or
She would like knock on various sections. She has 1 dot in carpentry, so she would be looking for hidden compartments and stuff.
the bench, however. Normally what you store on a piano bench is
Sheet music.
Drugs. Wait, what?
Very flat drugs.
Well, no. Usually there's enough depth.
Yeah,
Right?
you can
Yeah.
stick some stuff in.
there is indeed sheet music in the bench. However, underneath the sheet music, you find 3 large shadow shards.
Yahtzee.
Now, shadow shards of this size, I'm just gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
You'll know. Will let you take your pack across.
Oh, delish.
Plus
Pack-sized shadow shards. Well, that's 1.5 return trips.
Yeah, I should point out it's enough to cross the gauntlet. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's good, right? That's specifically what we're looking for. Which is great. Okay.
Now, normally a shadow shard only lets you go across if the gauntlet is 3 or lower.
Okay.
I should point out that the gauntlet in the areas that you were crossing, it was 3,
Okay.
but it messed you up.
Right.
Hold on.
Right, but if we were to attempt to use them in, say,
A
a
lab.
lab or
No,
something, right?
it wouldn't work.
Okay, cool.
You would know, by the way. Specifically, you would know.
Okay.
And I will also point out that at the moment your pack is 3. So you can't kind of be like, and we're just pulling Zach along because we want to. Like,
Ah, right.
But if we used 2 and we're like all holding hands or something, would that work?
No, we wouldn't have enough to get back.
well,
Yeah,
you
for
one
sure,
of them
but-
would-
Oh,
one of them would pull the 3 of you, and then the second one Zach could use on his own.
Okay.
Okay, cool. There's no like risk of us not ending up in the same place.
No, you would cross at the same place that you.
Okay, cool.
That's good at least.
Okay, that's good to know. Bless you.
You were headed towards
The office
the
or
second bedroom.
the second bedroom. Yeah.
And you were headed towards.
The primary bedroom, I guess. We're going down the hall.
Primary bedroom's door is closed and locked, which in an apartment, that's strange.
Mhm.
I should point out that the lock is one of those ones that have like a safety hole,
Mhm.
so you can just sort of like pop it.
Butter knife.
Yeah, I would even grab a screwdriver.
But the
grab a
second
butter.
bedroom does not. It is also locked, but it does not have a safety hole. When you pop open the door, because it's relatively easy to do, and head on inside, this is the office.
Okay.
So apparently her bedroom is where you're actually investigating.
Okay.
However, in this office, this is, you see that the floor has been packed with earth. So it's not wood here, it's dirt. Enough dirt to pack it down so that when you open the door, you see that there's like a lip
Mm.
of earth. Stepping onto the earth, though, that feeling of chill that you got from the outside hallway,
Yeah.
it's that times 5. It's uncomfortable. Not to the point where you can't stand there, but think about like holding snow in a bare hand. You can do it.
Sure.
You can do it for a while, but your hand's going to get cold.
Yeah.
Scratched onto the ground are various glyphs. And there's a small wooden plank on the ground with various shards of glass. It would appear that this is where she was trying to create shadow shards. But also, while here, you can feel just this funk dragging everything else down in the room. It has a smell of very light rot.
Yeah, I mean, if I can essentially tell at a glance that that's what this room was being used for, I wouldn't necessarily be too interested in the shards of glass themselves because they're probably not. I mean, I would.
No, they're just shards.
Yeah, they haven't yet been sort of infused in any way. And I don't want to spend more time in here than I have to, but I would continue to, I guess, search briefly just to see if there's anything either hidden, or kind of keeping the room.
You find a chef's knife roll. You've seen these before?
Is it like sort of fabric that you roll?
Yeah, and then on the inside it's like pockets that you can put knives in.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The knives are pitted on the inside. They're all small, like the size of a paring knife, but with enough of a handle that you can hold them comfortably, like in a fist. But they're all pitted as if they've been affected by something either like very corrosive.
Mhm.
There's no rust on them, but there are deep stains in the metal, brown and green.
Would it be foolish?
There's a lot of things that you can do right now that match that description.
Foolish. Yes. Yeah.
I
yeah.
wonder what this does.
Oh, it's still so sharp. I mean, Dante's he's curious. He understands that Black Spiral Dancers are of and serve the world. He understands that they are the definition of evil to him. However, he is certainly also curious about their methods. How do they work? How do they instill things with power? What do they do, and how can he reverse it? if
Or you're
possible?
spy curious.
I really like that. Write that down. Just in case reaches across doesn't work out.
It's the worst fucking deed name that you could possibly have.
I feel like I could come up with the worst one. Just give me half a second. How foolish would it be to try to provoke visions using sight from beyond on these knives? Presumably they were used for some bad shit, but would I get hit with the psychic ramifications of that?
Well, you
Maybe.
can certainly see visions. They might not be pleasant for you. As to the risk, it's a vision. How bad could it be?
Last time I had a vision, it like physically knocked me down, but I don't think I got hurt. Yeah, I want to see, I guess, perhaps a bit more specifically what I would like to try to provoke a vision with these knives here. So Dante's going to sit on the cold earthen floor, kind of hold them, touch them one by one, and close his eyes and really just try to feel what horrific energy is filling these weapons.
All right, you prepare your roll.
I will.
For you, it would be very easy for you to just rip this door open again.
She will do that.
Sweet.
When you rip the door open, the first thing that you can smell is rose water, lilac. It's very pleasant. But the room is quite dark. And since somebody has taken the light bulb out of the hallway, it's very dark. Dark enough that you won't be able to see unless you turn the lights on.
I'm gonna turn the lights on
Should be good.
and see what happens.
The bed has a standard box spring, but the mattress has been caved in as if somebody has torn away at the inside. The dirt that Scott's character has seen is also now in this bed, creating some kind of warrant that can be laid in. This bed, however, you can see that it's got tendrils of dripping yellow and ochre just running across the whole thing. So anybody lying down in this bed would be lying on top of these odd colors stretching across the dirt itself. On one wall, you can see that there's a dresser with a mirror. The mirror has been polished to an incredible shine. Like, in looking at this mirror, it is flawless. And behind the mirror is silver. You can tell just from the feel of silver close to you, which makes it a old style mirror, actually, to be honest. There's enough silver backing this mirror that this mirror would have been incredibly expensive. On top of the dresser, there's handwritten notes. They seem like diary entries, but they're not collected in a book. They're just loose across the top, with a fountain pen, a very elaborate fountain pen resting on top. You also see, hanging on the walls, there's 5 identical bracers to the one that Macris took from Alice.
I got something.
Macris will head over with her shadow shard loot. You do.
Scott, your roll.
4 successes.
Okay, you're examining the knives. I want you to imagine what it feels like to get a paper cut.
Okay.
Now make it worse and everywhere.
Oh. Ooh.
This isn't what Dante is experiencing, but he can tell that that's what Alice was experiencing when she was sitting in this room. Which means that she was doing something to herself in order to render shimonage to something or someone.
Right.
However, the shimonage that she was rendering was to a spirit that seems, to your feeling, as Gaian.
And yet one that would potentially accept shimonage in this.
Now, plenty of Gaian spirits could accept shimonage of like, give unto
Give of
me
yourself.
pain.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Pain is not a worm concept.
No, sure.
Necessarily. But you can roll your resolve and occult if you want to know more.
Definitely do. I'm also kind of Dante is using the information that he's gathering. Hopefully he'll eventually make it to the other room, and like there's a sense that unless this isn't a concept that he would be familiar with, that like spiral dancers would actively want to reject like technology and things that are contemporary because they probably would be seen as of the Weaver, I imagine. So that's just something he's considering. But let's do it.
As he's doing that, the two of you are gathering in.
Yeah.
Gross.
Super gross. I'll check out the notes.
Yeah.
There's still a closet in here which you have not. Inside the closet, there is a single tablet computer. It is locked. It is asking for a passcode. But it is still charged. It's in fact still plugged into a charger that's inside this closet. The clothing that's along here are the clothing that you would expect a young woman to have in a closet. You know, nice dresses, formal,
Mm-hmm.
a whole bunch of like just, normal stuff, summer, winter clothes.
Mhm.
Very kind of standard stuff. The stuff that some of these things you've seen Alice wear.
Yeah, okay. Good. Thank you for confirming that.
Yeah, as opposed to like, oh my god, whose house are we in right now? You know.
Was
yeah.
there
That's what
ever
it is.
any question as to whether she was one of the people attacking the bar? Not our bar, but when Macris went in, like the club kind of place?
I don't think so. Were they masked? I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think,
No, Alice wasn't sure.
Okay, perfect.
yeah. I think
when we went
our
met Hannah.
timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was back when we suspected Hannah, but
Yeah.
now, like, looking back, I'm like, ooh, is it possible that one of those could have been Alice?
Pretty sure.
Okay, cool.
I will unplug the tablet.
I'm reading the notes.
The top one is a letter. Let's see if I have it for you. So it is not addressed to a particular person.
Okay.
I know that this isn't what you expected to hear from me, but it's true. Every time I want to open my mouth on the days I cannot speak, it's to confess how much I admire and adore you. But on the days I can speak, I've never had the courage to admit to you or anyone else that the feelings I have for you are stronger. And then that's where it stops.
Thanks.
The letter underneath is just like the one that you saw up top, but this time it's got some sentences crossed out of like, that's not what I meant, that's not, or I misspelled something or whatever. I mean, it's a fountain pen. You're not going to use whiteout.
It does feel pretty bad, yeah.
Underneath that, there is a sketch. It's of a person sitting underneath a tree looking up at the moon. This person has you can't see this person's face, but the clothing that the person wears almost certainly identifies this person as Guy Boucher.
That is honestly one of the last names I expected to come out of your mouth just now.
Underneath that, another sketch. This time of a wolf dashing across a field. Again, skilled enough that you can tell, even though you haven't encountered this form very often, but it's of dew. Underneath that, a sketch of Dante. In fact, as you go through the whole thing, there's sketches of everybody who has visited Weathered Storm before there was kind of this reconciliation. So no members of Downstream. You don't see Apotheosis or any percent or To the Moon, or even of Ken, Code 902. Yes, of Dante, but Dante hadn't actually made any commitments, except to you two. And then under that, I love you. I've loved you for too long. And I know that I can't tell you, but I hope one day you'll read this. And maybe then you can save me. And this one's signed.
With her name?
Yes.
Okay.
This one actually specifically is signed with her name and her deed name. Yes, there is a sketch of Dusk. Yeah. In the drawers, rummaging through, you find like standard, oh, this is my socks, you know, like the various sort of things that you would keep in drawers that are clothing wise. And then there's one drawer where there's stationery, pens, pencils, charcoal, and there's a trying to find the name for it now. Fuck. Rolodex. Like an old school
shit.
Rolodex.
Cool. Take that Rolodex.
The Rolodex has
All the Black Spiral dancers in Montreal.
I flipped to B
Or
The roll-
what?
Oh,
for Black Spiral Day.
oh yeah, of course, right. Dancers call it Black Spiral.
so the Rolodex has, by and large, most of it has, you know, like this seems to be a Rolodex that probably was taken from someone in like the 70s. It's got a lot of addresses, phone numbers, and they're all faded.
The phone numbers don't have area codes.
No.
Oh,
So like 7 digits isn't it?
Yeah.
So for viewers who might not be from North America, it used to be that you didn't have to dial an area code. You just had to dial a standard 7-digit phone number to reach somebody, unless you were calling long distance. Now there are plenty of people who like basically the 514 area code, which is Montreal, isn't enough, so they've added a bunch more. So now you have to put an area code before all your numbers. So this had to be older than basically 1990 in order to make this work, which I will point out would make this probably older than Alice has been alive. Or was alive. She is dead.
She is now deceased.
Yes. There is we had the body.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I had a brief moment of like, guys, have we seen this body? Yes.
I went
yes, we
bowling
have.
with it.
We
Yeah.
went bowling.
Macris created the body, yeah.
Yeah.
Ska.
But as you're flipping through all of these things, some of the pages are different. Some of them have scribbled addresses as opposed to neatly typed addresses. These ones, the ink seems like it's been there for longer, even though the pages themselves are still old. You find 5 of these in total. They show addresses in and around the island.
And those are legible?
Yes, they're all I mean, everything's legible, but the handwritten ones are written in precise handwriting, same handwriting as the notes that are on the desk.
Oh, so just to check.
All the others are typed.
Yeah. So I think I just misunderstood. I may have reversed them. So the handwritten ones are more recent than the typed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
They're still written on old pages, right? Like the actual Rolodex cards have all yellowed with age.
I definitely was like, Alice was 78 years old. What's going on?
Oh my god.
Time travel.
Surprise, old person.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah.
Well, Trian's sure taking that.
Yeah.
Actually, she takes out her phone and takes photos of the pages,
Oh, that's
just in case there's some kind of... I don't know.
good
I
to have
don't
a copy.
Just in case they're booby
5
traps.
successes on my resolve investment. Resolve
Occult.
occult. Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's the ticket.
The stink of worm influence is not nearly as easily perceived in Werewolf 5th edition than in previous editions. It used to be that there was a gift, sense worm, that you could literally be like, wormy?
You? How about you? How about this thing?
Detect
Yeah.
evil. Oh,
Yeah,
good. I can
exactly
smite you.
Okay,
Smite.
cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, and as Kung Fu Fender says, that's a good thing because it was basically a detect evil spell, which was not great. Now, the thing is, you could have just been in a wormy area and just still have the kind of miasma of it on you. So it wasn't like perfect, but however, it is possible that what she was doing was applying shimonage, but also in such a way that it would be overwhelming, so that other spirits wouldn't necessarily be able to tell that she might have different motives or be doing things that she didn't want other people to know. Sort of like, if you're going to be on stage and you want to show the audience that you have a broken arm, you're not actually going to break your arm. That would be foolish.
Would agree with
And also it would make the audience uncomfortable, right? Like, damn, did he actually break his arm?
Wimps.
Right. But if you were trying to convince me that you broke your arm playing soccer, when in fact what you were doing was something else, if you actually broke your arm, I would have a lot easier time believing your story and I wouldn't question it, because you don't normally break your arm cheating on me with Liz.
Hey. Not usually.
They do the weird stuff.
So weird. Okay. Okay.
So it's possible that what Alice was doing here was overwhelming in an attempt to make sure that others weren't here. But the other thing, with enough successes that you've got, very clearly there's one shimonage that you aren't accounting for here. Was that Alice was declaring herself silent for half her days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever was helping her with that, that's something else.
So mysterious. sensing the like the feelings of this room are uncomfortable, and I think Dante would want to leave. He's not going to take a roll of pitted knives. He's going to leave them and head and rejoin these two and sort of also take in the room around them. The bracers you said on the wall are identical to the ones she was wearing.
They
they appear to be, yeah. Like, are they? Because they were also. I remember she had a bracer that was, reflective and like buffed to a shine and so on and so forth. And the mirror in this room is, silver backed, which is unusual, like you said, expensive, and also potentially, dangerous is maybe the wrong word, but it's not usual for a werewolf to keep silvered items around themselves anyway.
No. With some exceptions.
Sure.
Somebody was carrying a clave.
A clave, yeah, for sure.
Hello.
I guess I would want to examine the bracers more closely just to see, because we never got a chance to ask her because she's dead now, and that's great. But like I never got a chance to ask her what the bracers sort of like represented for her. So is there some way of I would like to examine the ones on the wall to see if there's a reason that they're so important.
That's going to be another investigation roll specifically.
So those are in Scott's room, not.
No, he came to us.
Oh, he came to us.
Oh, yes,
I missed
hi,
that.
yes.
Sorry.
That is
great.
a
Hi.
resolve investigation. Macris can help you since Macris is in. I don't know if you would have carried it with you here, but Macris was in possession of the other bracer.
I can't remember if I gave it to someone for some good reason, but at some point I was. So yes, I will help.
Yeah, we were looking into tracking Alice,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you ever handed it over. But
Yeah.
We handed over her.
Yeah, I got +1 Alice Bracer.
Yeah, how are they different? What might
Sorry, I said that there were 5 hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
you did?
I am mistaken.
Okay,
There are 6.
6 hanging. Oh, okay.
No.
Ah.
One
Right,
for
she
every
doesn't
day
wear
of
one
the
on
week,
Sundays, right? Of
right?
course, yeah.
Well, no, we 6
No,
plus
I know.
one that we smashed. So, where did I write that? Did I not? 6 extra.
Is that sorry? It's still the same roll though, yeah.
Yeah.
And I am burning willpower.
Dante is uncomfortable in this place.
Apparently. I see that.
The bracers themselves are well made without being like mastercraft,
Okay.
right? Like they're definitely not like, oh, I went to Hot Topic and check me out.
Wow.
But as you use them, one of the things that you notice is that the mirror shine on the outside, that can actually be opened. There's a catch that's very, very tiny to see. They can be opened, and on the inside, you see that there's a just a series of digits. 5 of them on each one, and they're different for each one.
Okay. Is it possible that they're PIN numbers or passcodes that rotate
the
daily?
numbers.
I mean, if a PIN code is a 5-digit number, sure.
Potentially. I would check the 7th that we took off her body to see if it also has.
I don't know if you.
Oh, I don't know if we have it.
I would be carrying like.
Let's assume you
Yeah,
were, because
right,
otherwise
yeah.
you're just going to go home and check.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know if it's the same deal essentially with this 7th one that she was wearing at the time of her demise. If it also
None
has
of the
inside-
digits, none of the numbers repeat.
Okay.
I mean, like
Yeah, yeah,
individual
yeah.
numerals do.
Yeah.
It's not like
Well, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd have a hard time otherwise. Okay. I guess I would try one as potentially a pin or a passcode for her tablet computer.
Yeah, it would show. It should.
Yeah.
Okay.
which one.
The most recent one, the one she was wearing when she Oh fuck. Okay. There. Hang on. It's not like
Different code for a different day of the week or
that.
something.
That's what I'm thinking. But what if she has like different profiles for different
Yeah.
personalities or some shit?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Um,
I would try the one that she was wearing
Mhm.
when she died. That's what I would do. Nothing. Beep beep.
mm,
How about the next one along in sequence? I mean, I'm so.
what day did we kill her? And then count number of weekdays. Like if that, like let's pretend that was Sunday, and
Yeah,
then
that
it's
was set
now
up to do-
Tuesday. I would do boop boop boop.
Yeah, that is actually a fair point. Okay, I would do that.
Meanwhile, Kate, which Macros would never, is like, okay, there's 5 times 7, and there's 5 Rolodex phone numbers, so there's like a correlation between these, and there's a whole like.
The tinfoil hat goes on the cardboard. The cardboard. What? The blackboard,
calculator.
like.
Yeah. No, but not happening.
Totally. I mean, I like in the meantime, I'm also kind of venturing over to see what the notes are. And
Yeah,
see
Troyan
what
shows
I
him
recognize.
everything and shows him the Rolodex as well.
So yeah, I think we're going to, based on which day.
I'll just fill in Dante on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sketches of everyone who visited Weathered Storm while the two seps were fractured.
And who is she? I don't know. Claiming to admire,
Claiming to love,
claiming to love.
wanting them to save her.
I didn't think she wanted to be saved.
And we didn't really know anything about her, did
She
we?
certainly didn't make it clear to us that that's what she wanted.
So she loves someone. We're supposed to pity her now in
No.
retrospect.
No, saved could mean anything. No, I don't pity her. If she really wanted help, she could have asked.
She was in pretty deep.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think we had a couple of things we were looking at in terms of the 5 Rolodex cards that had been written in terms of whether we either recognize any addresses listed there. There are addresses from the island, but
No, I'm
like-
not going to get into
No.
where they are.
No.
as long as it's not like your address
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Apotheosis.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
not
think
ones.
This isn't like some escape room thing where if you like put them on a map, they all like
Oh
triangulate.
shit! Yeah. In the direct center. Okay. Damn it.
Then
Then I think, yeah, as Kate had suggested out of character, but hopefully this is something Dante would think about as well. Based on the day that Alice was killed, we're going under the assumption that she has a rotating pin one
Okay.
day of the week. So we would then count along however many days it's been since that time, you know, and use that. Okay, and I'm gonna sit here and try them all if I have to, but
Okay. So you put in one of them, the one that
Yeah.
she was wearing, and that didn't work.
and then we
You're putting in another one.
correct.
The screen blinks. It's black. And then at the bottom, just in small white on black text, calling ...
Macros like reaches down and puts her hand over the camera.
Yeah, I think Dante gives her a thumbs up for sure.
And then the screen doesn't change, it's still black, but then the calling disappears. And you hear a voice you do not recognize, just before
Before we start tinfoil hatting too
you
much.
start
Yeah.
tinfoil hatting too much. Who is this?
Dante is going to sort of try to gruffen his voice a little bit.
You like Batman it?
Yeah,
Just a little bit,
Maybe
right?
like, "God,
Before he
Oh,
does.
yeah. Jump in though.
No. I was
Position
just
is-
trying to think backwards. Would this have been a day that Alice would have been not speaking?
Oh god.
Did she talk when you killed her?
Oh, that's a good question.
And then we.
Yeah.
I feel like she did.
Think first.
Oh,
act
no,
first,
maybe
think
not.
later.
We've already had like
Yeah.
a lot of days come and gone for this.
Yeah.
So I will tell you that this would have been one of the days if you figure out where she can speak.
Okay, so never mind.
Oh.
Well, if it was one where she wasn't, then I would go convenient. We will say nothing, and that won't be weird. But no, it would be weird.
And yes, right? Okay. Well, I mean, no one's going to pretend to be Alice. Dante is not going to answer the question, as perhaps foolish as that seems. He's not going to just make up a name, at least not yet.
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to take a break.
Yeah, you bet.
Shall we head into actual break?
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, it's about time.
Good idea.
Just try not to leave everybody.
No, we'll...
Yeah.
Chair stream!
Sure.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna instantaneously, because I don't, this time, at least, I think, I don't need to use the washroom, so I'll grab the
Whoa.
beverage and be right back.
Dante.
I do. Scott, where are you at?
I'm good to sit and chat with chat for a while.
Recognize says, who is this?
Thanks, Erigwen. It worked on my stream too, Erigwen, when you said that. I just immediately started urinating. Charity stream!
His mattress
Very good.
looks like Alice's mattress, but that's my mattress.
What?
Because of the peeing, because Erwin...
Why did I dig out the middle of our mattress to put dirt in it and
No,
then
it's
pee
just-
on it?
Yeah, I forgot about the dirt.
What is she on about? Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Montreal by Moonlight, starring me, Scott Humphrey. And Kate here.
Hello.
Hello. I was going to do a whole Scott stream. This is always such a... These are exactly the kind of situations where I'm like, ooh, in a well-written film or television program, the character would be, like, smart enough to know what to say, you know? And I...
Or would, like, accident
I-
all themselves into it. They'd be like, yeah, my name's Joe. And they'd be like, Joe, you... Blah, blah, blah.
Joe,
and
I
you'd be
haven't
like,
heard from
yeah.
you 10
Yeah.
months. Where have you been? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct. Erigwen, I'm definitely... So I assumed it was going to be some sort of digital connection to a spirit, but that's just me. And then
She is the third.
it
Was a third.
was, yeah. But I'm operating under the assumption that this is a dancer who like coordinates Black Spiral dancer activity from outside of the city. Oh shit. Could just be exactly, Flower. No technology except a direct line to a pizza down the road. Sorry, it would be like not a brand name. Pizza.
Poulet.
Poulet. French for chicken, so just chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken. That's what it says on the tin. My plan is to avoid the question, and that is obviously going to go very poor. I just want everyone to know in advance that's my plan, because I'm not going to be like, it's Joe. Like, I mean, I could, I guess, but I'm not going to be like, touch of glass. Like, I just don't think it's going to go well for any of us.
Oh, didn't I tell you? Macros is a perfect ventriloquist or something?
Let's go.
I'm just looking at...
Performance, probably?
Yeah, I have so many of those dots. Oh, yeah.
Performance is the new crafts.
Yeah.
Right? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah.
It's
Well-
crafts. And I've got, like, this spot on my hand for whatever reason. Oh, yeah. I can feel it.
What?
Oof. The
It hurt?
tendon, like, it hurts, yeah.
Oh.
And I can feel, like, there's a tendon that's just tense. Gross.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It could be Ost. That also actually makes a lot of sense. I still feel... though that relationship is also... We believe there's some overlap there, so it's not... Whoever... Sorry, can you imagine if, like, yeah, this voice picks up and I'm like,
Over here.
this is all you, buddy. Don't fuck it up. Hello, is your refrigerator running? Like,
Oh my god.
just turned it into a... I'm looking for Amanda Hugginkiss. That's it.
Hello,
there's better
hello,
ones. Hello?
Amanda. Is there an Amanda here?
Amanda?
I'm looking for Amanda Hugginkiss.
Oh boy. I mean, honestly, Requiem, if
Yeah.
there was a place called Papa Poutines, I'd probably order from there.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
he
true.
returns.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome.
So sorry about that. I should.
It's all good.
I forgot even to put the music
Oh no!
It's been a very dramatic break.
I know,
Woo.
right? I appreciate that. I had to take a call, but it was all good news.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, great. Perfect. Liz took the opportunity to take a
Brack.
capital B break, yeah.
Is that not how you pronounce the word?
Brack? It's not. Not,
Oh.
not usually, anyway. Oh, excellent. Flower, I like that.
Like, I don't know what's going on with my hand. It's weird. So far, so good, but it's weird. So. I don't think I've been doing anything strange.
No, no.
If we're
Good.
on,
Consider
Twitter
it
hand.
opposite.
Yeah.
Nice of it.
there's two things that I should do then. The first is I should just, because one thing that I will point out, we'll say this again at the end of the session. We are not going to be streaming next week.
We are up next week.
We're off this next week. Kate and I aren't in the province, so it's just not happening.
Yeah.
However, there might be a stream, we just don't know.
It'll be a TBD on the
Discord.
yeah, on the Discord. Check the Discord, and that's exactly where you can find out DJ Quiver. In our Crunch channel, I have a pin of all the things that I have made for W5, including a Discord bot. It's still, I'd still say it's in beta. There's still some features that I want to add, like when you first start using it, you have 1 in all your abilities and 0 on your skills, rather than having to go through every fucking ability and every fucking skill every time to start your characters. I'm gonna create like a setup command or
Yeah.
something to speed that up, so you can be like, these are all at 4, these are all at 3, blah blah blah. We shall see. Otherwise, yeah, that's where you can find that. Not that.
Now, do I do the stupid thing? I'm gonna actually throw it out to chat. I'm gonna have chat decide this. So, after game, we typically have dinner. Now, this time around, the choice for dinner was selected, and I just wasn't feeling it. Just happened to be, and I was like, I'll make something here because
Oh,
you have that. But I could also just get something else for myself. If you were me, what would you be getting for dinner tonight? And if somebody comes up with a really good answer, I think I just might go ahead and do that. I will point out that the food that I turned down this time around was sushi
slash
Not-
okay.
/ poke. Not because I don't like sushi or poke, just wasn't me today.
People are suggesting the fictional location of Papa Poutines, which is apparently where. Yeah, there we go. Papa Poutines is, of course,
Steak?
the
Yeah,
like that.
Alice's,
Afraid
Alice's
could be-
speed dial.
Just Weidson fast.
Suzel Vito.
What is happening?
Why is
Scientific
everyone
term.
yelling at me?
Famously, she orders poke on Sundays.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So Erwin, specifically, I love poke. It happens that the place that we're ordering from, we can't guarantee that they won't put something I'm allergic to in the poke. So I can't order poke from them
Sorry.
easily. They have sushi there, and the sushi's actually quite good. I'm just not feeling sushi today. Because poke,
Yeah, awesome.
poke is
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I can't have avocado.
Ooh, okay. We got some meat options in the chat, and
Do you need to take that?
whoa, bye.
You have sushi. You always feel like sushi.
I tend to agree. Yes. DJ Quiver, I don't think we will be putting wiki articles about ourselves
Tomorrow to take the
Uh,
prescription.
on the
So
wiki.
I
That's
can
what I'm
take
trying
it
to say.
up. Great.
Ooh, yellow
Thank you
chicken
very much.
curry.
Good idea. Oh,
All right, there we go.
Kill, I've never heard of that before.
What am I allergic to? Is there a wiki entry?
There could be.
A bunch. I am allergic to avocado, berries, so strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. The thing is, we don't know exactly which berries they are. My allergist was like, all of them.
Thanks, buddy.
Raw tomato. I can have jams and I can have sauces. So something about like if they're cooked for an extended period of time and if they're broken down, I can eat them. But raw tomatoes, avocado, artichokes for whatever weird ass reason, yeah, and hazelnuts.
Damn.
Which have a secondary name that I saw once. They're not.
Pralines.
No, there's another term. Because praline is like for the sweet. He has no flavored stuff, but yeah, it's not like filibusters, but it's something with like an F, something in that neighborhood.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw them as like a nut in the list once, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I like sushi. God damn it.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the part where Gil bakes meatballs around cinnamon sticks? Because that actually, legitimately, I really
Really interesting.
want to talk. Like,
That's
I
a
don't want to talk about it
fascinating
necessarily,
idea.
but I kind of want to eat it.
So Flower Vodka says ribs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oz says steak.
Yep.
These are
Shawarma?
both excellent things. Shawarma.
And then
Good job.
Aragorn gave yellow chicken curry as an option.
Yeah.
The Finner says Thai.
Thai.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to cook these days are what my family
Yeah.
popsicles, meatballs baked around a cinnamon stick.
I mean,
That's what we're freaking out over.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
we gotta
Filbert,
get this
yes, thank
recipe.
you.
Oh yeah, a photo, please.
Filbert.
A filbert.
Eric-
I'm having a bunch of
Everyone-
sushi now.
Very bluntly, the problem with sushi is that most sushi here contains avocado.
Yeah.
Some sushi does not, which means that the place that that we normally get sushi from, there's like 2 or 3 things that I can order. I've had them recently, so I'm kind of that out.
She can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, did you unmute him in the end?
I didn't end up muting him.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna stand here and like make little noises close to the microphone. La, la, la.
Rachel with mac and cheese.
Hell yeah.
Something that I actually could
Honestly,
do.
Yeah,
legit.
you could just have
that's a
kitty.
shout.
But we're gonna get back to game and I'll figure things out.
He's got lots of suggestions.
Correct, KFF. Avocado doesn't belong in sushi. Prove me wrong.
Unless you're vegan and it's one of the only rules you can eat at an otherwise non-vegan sushi restaurant. Oh, God.
The world.
No, the only other option I'm given is cucumber.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the like, if you're gonna add something that isn't traditional.
Oh, if you're gonna add, yes,
Yeah.
that's fair.
All right. It's just avocado is one of the great vegan foods,
Yeah.
and it happens to be the one thing that I shouldn't touch.
Yeah, I like Requiem's suggestion.
SpaghettiOs.
The call is
Coming from inside the house.
Inside the house.
God, I'm so stressed about sushi now.
Right.
Yeah, time to be stressed about something else.
John, right before I answer this question,
All right.
which I am going to do, and the person on the other end may very well just hang up on me immediately or whatever. Is there some way, the screen is blank, there's very little going on, is there some way for me to determine how the call is being connected? Like, is it a
If the
phone
screen
call?
is blank,
There's like,
the one thing I can't tell you is that the tablet has an antenna, like a
Okay.
cellular antenna.
Oh.
okay.
But this has to be custom. It's an
Yeah,
Android
clearly, yeah.
tablet. It's not it's not like an Apple tablet, so you can screw with those.
I'll probably be taking it back to screw with it later.
Very
However,
possibly.
in the moment, right
So
now,
I will also point out that means that somebody would have set this up, like flashing in your head right now. Somebody had to have set this up in advance, and whoever did clearly knows what they're doing.
yeah, and I
This is not an off-the-shelf thing.
yeah, this is it, and I
Anything
have to assume
your
it's
friend, but yeah.
or Ken, right?
Mhm.
And I have to hope it's Ken.
Oh,
because
remember
otherwise we're in
way
big trouble.
back,
Oh.
way back. All those tablets were stolen from
Yeah, yeah.
downstream.
Correct.
Is this one of those?
Yeah, there were some from downstream, and there were something to do with tablets and Clement.
There was
Yes.
yes.
In the
a
penthouse.
long time ago.
It is very long time ago.
Yeah. Sorry.
was like
for us, yes.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
a year. 40, whatever.
It would have been. It is very possible that this is one of the tablets. You would have to examine it further.
So Ken could have set this up and passed it to her.
Yeah.
Potentially. Just spit.
However, in the moment, right? So all of this is flashing inside all of our minds. But if the person asks, "Who is this?"
This is your internet service provider. Oh god.
This is Bell.
Scared
I'm
myself.
calling about
there
your
for a
car's extended warranty.
second. Yay!
This is UPS. You have a package that has been held up in Chinese customs.
You have a ding ding waiting for you.
It's back.
Hey!
Hello, this is the sheriff's department. You have a warrant out for your arrest.
Oh man, actually, maybe I should.
I'm always so eager to answer those because I just want to know what they're claiming, but I know it's a scam.
Dante would respond with in a whispered, somewhat disguised voice. Sorry. He's not going to answer the question. He's just going to say, "The mission on the mountain was a success."
Who is this?
No answer.
Okay, in this case, what I'm actually going to have you do, all three of you are there.
Mhm.
So, who has the highest composure subterfuge?
4.
It's 4 as well. Okay, it's you.
Okay,
All right, tell me. It's
I'm going to have you roll this.
Okay.
You can't be helped because this is clearly the three of you aren't going to have a conversation about this.
Yeah.
Oh, try you to pretend to be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on Star Trek where they can magically mute and unmute.
Fair.
Especially when Patrick Stewart turns around and just goes,
Yeah.
and then Michael Dorn goes,
Whoop.
Hey, good reroll.
It's an excellent reroll.
Good reroll.
4 total.
okay. So, you have a couple of choices to how you can proceed this conversation. One, if you say nothing, you're basically outing that you're not supposed to be on this call.
Mm-hmm.
Which, fine. Right? Second, it is almost certain that they know Alice is dead. Whoever you're calling here, right? Pretending to be Alice would not
No.
matter or whatever, because they'd be like, but you're dead. We know you're dead. Because it's not like the Gaian Guru made that a secret.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a couple of choices. One, you say nothing, divulging nothing. Two, you can just straight up admit, like, okay, so here we are. We're the Gaians. Who the fuck are
We're gonna
you?
kill you. Yeah.
Right? And then try to get into like a taunting standoff or intimidation. Or you can pretend to be somebody who is like, I'm here to clean up this apartment. We recognize, like, I'm trying to just make sure that there's nothing that compromises here, et cetera, et cetera. And then just try to bullshit your way through it as another Black Spiral Dancer who isn't Alice. But silence definitely means we're not supposed to be.
Apparently.
Okay.
But a reason why I had you roll is because I don't want you to, like, for Scott to be like, here, this, and then silence, and then now you're all trying to figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the trade-off is you have to be the one to act
Mm-hmm.
or not act, because you have recognized this.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you think about it for a second,
Okay.
because you're not Troyan.
That's right.
Troyan had the dots.
Troyan can think real fast in these situations, and Liz
Yes.
is like, centrifuge, I'm scared.
I'm only to lie with at stage.
Someone needs to give me lines
Reversed
to
it.
lie with.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can discuss at this point without penalty, but it has to be Troyan who takes the action.
I mean, yeah, my suggestion would be, like, essentially masquerading as BSDs who are coming to clean up after and dispose of any evidence that Alice may have left behind. Like a
Wouldn't
cleanup crew.
they know who this should be?
And yet,
I guess, like, yeah, if I was put on the spot and I had to start saying things, my instinct is like, yeah, I'm a friend of Alice. She would,
I
like,
was thinking of pretending to be the person she loves. that's risk.
That's
'Cause
something.
the
Sure,
person on the
you
other
don't
side
know
might
who that
know.
is.
Yeah.
But like
There's
maybe
an idea. I'll allow it.
yeah, because maybe it's somebody that she loved, but also like you could get away with saying that you were being trained.
Well, I'm thinking like an any percent kind of situation
Yeah.
of like I'm a friend that she was like bringing in, but I hadn't brought in.
Oh, I'm not vaccinated.
Oh, as
I'll
in
also remind you that it doesn't. You don't have to pretend to be a black spiral dancer.
no.
Remember that Alice made use of mortals as well, so it's conceivable that she didn't tell everyone that she was in contact with. You
Okay.
could buy one of the expansion cells is missing.
Hell yeah, play
On the
again.
flip side, the more you pretend to already know, the more likely you are to be told something useful from this other person. If they think you're just a mortal pawn, they might not tell you anything.
Certainly can't stare down across a phone call.
I don't think I have anything useful. No.
I could potentially crow's laughter.
No, crow's laughter won't work.
Force
No, it's
them
with
to
insight
what?
and hearing. I have to do both. Yeah.
Wouldn't
I don't
that be
think so.
such a jerk move?
Yeah.
Feel like you're
Ring,
lying
ring.
in Hong Kong, and then you're like ring ring, and you hello. I'll be right there. Click.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there seething the whole time. Like
Yes.
I'm gonna punch her in the nose.
Just get angrier and angrier as you cross the ocean. Yeah. That's awesome.
I also can't face in the crowd.
I mean, good.
I mean, I guess if I really get nervous, I can attempt to jam the technology and fuck up my phone again.
And this thing.
I can make it sticky. That'll help. That'll go over the phone, right? Yeah, I don't think my
can make it-
social gets.
I agree with you in terms of the riskiness of, pretending to be someone. But you are right. The more we pretend to know, the better.
That's it. Like the worst case scenario is we out ourselves and then who cares? Then we just say, and we're your worst nightmare and we're gonna fuck you up, like
Keep that one on tap. That's great.
that's my plan
You
B.
make a very good point. It's not like you're making enemies. here.
Yeah, we're already hoping to
Probably.
kill them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Troyan will try to move Macros and Dante out of the video frame
Yeah.
and remove Macros's hand
Yeah.
from the webcam.
May not even be a video call, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's true. Do you know who killed her?
So Troy's putting on an accent.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I like it.
I like that too. I was like, it's not trying. Look at that.
Who the fuck is that? Who killed her?
We believe that it's a Ragabash, a Bonar.
They live on the island?
Yes. We're not retaliating
Why not?
because it's almost over.
You don't want revenge for what they did to her?
Revenge is an emotional reaction. And I can tell that you're emotional.
We hadn't gotten far enough in my training for me to deal with that yet.
What's your name?
Nicole.
Cole. Nicole, are you one of us?
I hope to be. But she didn't think I was ready.
And who are you now?
I don't know.
Are you kin? Now, I'll remind people, kin has a very specific meaning in W5 that is not in the others.
Yeah.
I want to know if he reacts to her nodding or not. That'll tell us whether or not.
So
they're
I'm
good.
just gonna give you the exact definition. I'm making sure because I would probably get it wrong.
It has been changed. That's
Yeah, it used to be something else entirely. Kin. So, as traumatic as it can be to discover that one is a shapeshifter, the sympathy of other werewolves may seem like strange comfort, but any port in a storm. Kin aren't always pleasant, but most Guru understand the state of their kind and ultimately welcome another once they feel that they can trust the other's nature. Itself no mean feat. So a kin is Guru. used to be that kin was somebody related to a guru who
Right.
did not change. But a kin, I believe, is somebody who has yet to have their first change. If I remember correctly.
Right, because kin seekers
Yes.
are people who go out and seek guru who have
Yeah,
not yet
guru that no one, including themselves, yet know are werewolves.
changed.
Kin.
Right.
So sorry, Akin has not
Has not
Has
had
not.
their first change.
Oh, so how would she know?
Exactly, Liz.
Oh, I didn't mean.
No,
to.
not
No,
you.
no.
I just mean like
Oh.
in the universe. How would you know? We
That's
don't.
why
Yeah.
It's all
John
very
is
mysterious.
defining this.
Oh, okay,
so
thank
that
you.
Troyan would know what John has just told us.
Great.
So you can revise your response.
No, sorry. I think it's valid.
No, she nods. She
Yeah,
still
yeah.
nods.
I
I'm
think it's
comfortable
valid.
with this.
Yeah, it is possible to figure out who's going to have a change.
Right.
It's not everybody gets caught. Most don't get caught, but it is possible, and it is possible to even inform somebody that this is what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
The thing is, BSDs who might not care that much about the litany are perhaps more likely to do this.
Interesting.
Because the thing is, if you go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, so you're going to be a werewolf one day,"
Oh yeah.
then you're busting open like,
Yeah.
It's not great. Yeah. Okay.
okay,
She told me I wasn't ready yet.
I can see that you're not ready by how emotional you're being.
Can you blame me? She's gone.
She was a perfect example of what we need. Someone who can further our goals and serve. She died doing what was necessary. I would like to hope that that's how I go.
Who are you? Did you know her?
I did.
Did she trust you?
She did.
Then I'm going to trust you.
She was a very good friend of mine. You can call me Risk.
It's nice to meet you, Risk.
It's nice to meet you too. By the way, the screen is still black. Nothing changes along those lines.
Yeah.
There's also no video preview window to show, but the camera might still be active.
Did he respond to her nodding?
Yes, he did.
Okay, great. Then that confirms. that was my query.
Dante's like out of frame, but like trying to watch as best he
Yeah,
can.
exactly the same.
Smart.
He's
Yeah.
got his little side. Can I see
She
his
nodded,
little
and I
side?
was like, "Does he respond?"
I have to get her apartment cleaned up. I have to end the lease or something. I don't know who else can take care of this other than me. I don't know who else knew her as well as I did.
The lease is paid up until July. So someone else may come in to use this place. Did it seem like it had been tampered with in any way?
No,
You don't think anyone else has been here?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna give you the chance. You broke a few doors.
I did. We did. I'm wondering. Yeah, because I was thinking of trying to make that seem like it happened after I left.
Well, I want someone to come so that we can grab them.
Oh, like we'll
Oh,
just
we're
stay.
gonna kidnap. Yeah, kidnap.
If they're coming to use the place, even if they see the broken door, we can hopefully. I don't know.
It's okay, Scott. Don't worry. If you grab me, I will come.
But
Hashtag
someone
job.
will show up either
Anyway,
way if I'm allowed to recon my decision
Yes, you can.
and go. She gave me a key, but when I got here, I didn't need to use it. But I mean, she's got a piano in the living room, and it's worth a lot, and it was totally untouched. I don't know if anyone took anything.
She played beautifully. Did she ever play for you?
Yeah.
What was your favorite piece of hers?
Oh, good question.
Dante mouths Claire de Lune. That's a classic.
Macris attempts to very stealthily, very quickly run off and check the sheet music.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Can we do this
God.
fast?
But I don't know
That
how
would be-
quickly.
That would be so cool, because
Huge
then
if we could do
Nicole's
this.
gonna start crying.
All right.
It's not right.
Then what we're gonna do?
This are so
I have a target. I have a target number in mind. You are going to roll your manipulation performance.
Okay.
And you are going to roll your dexterity athletics. And if you combine to get enough successes, you'll get there in time.
I like this.
Wait, I'm rolling manipulation performance?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm trying to go fast and
I
quick.
do not know how I could help with this, John. I would love to, but I don't think I can.
4 successes.
It's not a brutal result, and the only non-results are rage dice, so I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to take my 3 successes.
And 4.
Okay.
Shit. Nice.
Macris
Yeah.
dashes out of the room.
Just grappling on the wooden floor.
I was so tempted to say it was like ragtime, like the entertainer.
Yeah, what's on top of the entertainer? The maple leaf rag. I'd be like, okay, I guess all right, sir, but a piano version of Hockey Night in Canada. Oh,
I'm going to keep off-key singing these things so that we don't get DMCA'd.
that's a good idea.
You know what?
Oh my god.
You know what? It'll be Debussy.
Amazing.
So Claire de Lune
So I helped.
would be decent. Yep. But at least now you have some confirmation.
Yeah. I'm not just. I mean, it would have been a wild guess, but
Debussy's Claire de Lune. She always used to joke that it was basic. I thought it was beautiful.
She was beautiful.
Yeah, she was.
You must have loved her very much. I did too. If you think that you're ready to help, maybe we should meet up. Would you like that? It's time that we save the world. Together.
For her.
Sure. For her.
Okay, where should we meet?
Not today. You already know enough to use this, so that's good. But if you've already been in her place, I want to make sure that you're not being followed.
What should I do?
Just lay low.
Should I stay here?
No, absolutely not. Take this tablet with you. In a day, call me. Once you've done that, we can arrange a place to meet. When you call me, though, go to a park. Any park. And call from there.
Okay.
Now, take a deep breath. And then the call ends.
Dante, who is
Can you turn that off?
yeah, Dante, who is paranoid about this sort of thing, will take, without saying anything, take it to another room and attempt to turn it off, or at least just leave it in the other room so that if it.
Yeah, it can be turned off. It
Yeah.
still has a power button and
Okay.
certain
It's not.
certain things that it.
Okay,
Reading in
I'm
Glabro the
pretty
whole
sure
time.
she would have thought to change back, if I may. I think you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
feel pretty heavily when you're in Glabro. Thank you,
Hey,
though.
Are you
so fucking funny. What tipped you off?
Weeping.
That's like to be in Glabro, by the way.
So Glabro,
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
werewolves in Glabro can still pass for human.
Okay.
They are big.
I feel like indirect light at close. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe it gets a little
I
harder.
mean,
to-
there's definitely like, whoa, you're a big fella, right? Like,
Yeah,
She has a full streaming setup in her closet.
and
so,
then
like, there's
spending
some
enough
light.
time with somebody, you'd be like, you're clearly like,
Mm-hmm.
but like, so I wouldn't shift into Glabro and then walk downtown. Eventually, someone's gonna be like, what the fuck? But like, when they first glance upon you, they're just gonna be like, yeah, there was somebody. She was really big and her suit.
Your suit.
But you wouldn't be able to convince a werewolf. They know who the forms are, and they'd be like,
Right,
you're
right.
Glabro.
Right.
What do you mean you've had no first change?
That's weird. Are you sure you're not having it right now?
I don't know. I'm really freaking out.
This is just typical male behavior, thinking that like just because I haven't put makeup on, that I'm for some reason in Glabro.
Damn it, Risk.
Oh my god.
Okay. The tablet has been maybe not disposed of, but like brought to the room and turned off for now. Dante will want to. Maybe he'll want to tinker with it a little later, but this is also now their lifeline to this person, so
Yeah.
he's not going to fuck it up in that way.
Should we
But he's going to come back.
bring that home with us? Should it go to one of our apartments instead of the bar? But we
Yeah.
shouldn't split up.
No.
But I don't know. You know computers and stuff.
You know,
If it's off,
Can we turn off location?
so
No,
we
probably.
Yeah,
put it
this-
in a lead
sorry, yeah,
box.
this will involve just before people
Smash.
start going too hard into this.
Yeah, I can turn it.
Why don't you roll me a resolve technology?
I have a spot though. Let's do it first, though, huh? Yuck. What a yucky roll.
I think Kate and I have been taking all your roles.
Sorry.
No, I
Wow.
just keep.
Dante has spent 5 willpower this session.
We haven't even like met anyone or done. Like I've just been looking at stuff.
You realize that that's
Just like sweating
this
really
makes
hard.
you like closer and closer to being frenzying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If something bad happens.
Yeah. Nothing ever bad
I
happens.
just agreed to meet a BSD.
I
made no such promise.
4 successes.
It's a tablet. It's clearly had its firmware flashed, which means that yeah, you can screw with it, but that would involve you connecting it to another thing and flashing its firmware, and that would take time, and you would have to figure out how to do it. If this indeed is one of the tablets that was originally part of Downstream, then maybe Downstream would know how to do it easier and faster. But flashing the firmware means you probably would lose connection to whoever else is on the other line.
Mhm.
You can't turn off the antenna if there is no option to turn off the antenna. So you have 2 options. One, you leave it,
Yep.
and then you just try not to take it anywhere that you don't want to be followed.
Just
Or,
in case. Yep.
as Requiem actually mentioned, you could put it in a Faraday cage.
Mhm.
Just block its ability to send out signals.
Right.
But remember, if you take it to a place and put it in a Faraday cage, they'll be able to, if they're tracking it, know where you took it before you put it in there.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to find some way to block its signal before you leave. I will give you a hint. Wrap that shit in tinfoil and it won't be able to...
Oh, I always carry my tinfoil hat with me everywhere.
You're in an apartment.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
melt
Probably
down that
has some.
silver from the mirror
Oh
and dunk
my
it in
God.
like this crazy little like chocolate dipped.
That's not gonna
Nuts.
fucking.
But
Even though I was thinking,
as Zablika is mentioning, slap it in a Faraday cage and that looks suspicious.
And that's it. Like as long as if I'm tracking something and it just vanishes, I'd be like, that's weird, Like
Well,
shit.
you said to lay low, and I'm very good at tech stuff, so I just threw it in a Dorito bag.
Man, I like Nicole.
She's starting to sound like Bess from Nancy Drew.
Now there we go.
Well, streams are crossing.
I just don't know what to do.
I am gonna. I think the
It's good that you think.
thanks. I can't risk tampering with it before tomorrow. It might tip anyone off. However, you're right. We can't take it anywhere we don't want to be tracked, just in case. Swing by my place. I know somewhere close by where I can leave it, where it's not going to be touched. We'll come back and get it when we're ready. That's a bit of a risk, because we may lose it at that point. But
We
at least
should
it can't be tracked to us.
find somewhere safe we can stash it overnight. for
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah, that we can do.
Is there anything else we want to collect while we're here? Or any...
You only found 3 shadow shards.
I mean...
Exhaust. Dante is noting down as well, John, the codes from the bracers,
Yeah.
so that we can then re-access the computer later.
Hmm.
Because otherwise, I'm not
We just
carrying
fill a
fucking
garbage
8
bag.
Yeah, I'm not carrying 7 bracers around forever.
But genuinely, I feel like we do still have the shadow shards, and we have the Rolodex and stuff, so I'm sure we'll find a reusable. A tote bag somewhere in our belongings.
It's true. A tote bag.
Propago.
Yeah, it's
Propago
across the
bag.
street.
Rifle through the cupboards,
Mhm.
get some snacks.
I mean, I
Food in the
think
fridge has started to spoil.
Troyan's gonna take the letters as well and the sketches.
So you took photos of them. Are you taking the actual bits?
She took photos specifically of the Rolodex pages that were handwritten, just because she felt like that was a good thing to not lose. But she does want to take the original copies of the Rolodex and all of the notes and sketches. I think that's...
Zach, at this point, is like, are you trying to take souvenirs? But
She was either drawing these for sentimental reasons or because she was painting targets on people's backs. But either way, I think it's important.
I mean, it seems like either she was just trying to express herself, or this was something that she was trying to send to someone else.
Yeah. And either way, that tells us more about her than we knew up to this point. She
Is there-
completely played all of us.
Is there anything interesting about the sketches? Like, why is this?
Is there a particular reason why we shouldn't take this?
I just don't understand why there are sketches of all of us. Zach is included, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Macros is gonna jam the music back in the bench.
This covers a very specific period of time. It's people who visited Weathered Storm before they had reconciled with Downstream. Why
But
would she
why?
care? Why would she care? Exactly.
She doesn't have any connection to me. She never spoke to me.
No, but she saw you. She saw a lot more than I think any of us thought.
Can I see my sketch? So the sketch of Zach is of him. He, compared to the rest of them, he looks a little pathetic. Standing, there's 2 trees on either side of him that are branches crisscrossing over top of him, sort of framing him in kind of an archway, and he's looking up as if he's trying to figure something out.
Is it so a couple of questions about these sketches then. First, are they clearly from life, or are they imagined scenarios? Like, is it possible that these are things that Alice actually saw, or is it all imagined? And would it be I'm not sure if it's
Well, that's a
possible.
very
to tell.
good question, actually.
Wit's art.
Wart.
Wart.
Nothing that you see here indicates that this is like, first of all, they're not photorealistic.
Right.
The sketches are definitely like good enough that you can tell who they are, but the sitting looking up at the moon kind of thing, like there's no cliff on in this area that would have matched that if like the background would have had the Montreal skyline underneath it. And Zach looking like up and confused while 2 trees frame it, like it doesn't seem like, so it seems like it's an artist's rendition of these people.
What's the phase of the moon that
Oh,
he is depicted in?
That's a good question, actually.
Full.
And Zach's didn't have any.
And Guy is a ragabash, by the way. You wouldn't see the moon
Right.
if you were
Yeah.
trying to show his auspice.
Right.
And I would be
Exactly.
like-
Which we are not. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
No, the sketches, some
Yeah.
of them are not, some of them are in lupus.
Mm-hmm. I think
Dew is in lupus.
Jew. Yeah, that's right.
Dupus.
And Sky is also in lupus.
Which is their birth forms.
So,
Yes.
does that correlate? Are all Wolfborn that we know of in these drawings Wolfborn in the drawings?
Yes. So.
In downstream, or not downstream, in Weathered Storm, the Dew
Mhm.
and Sky are the ones who are Wolfborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes,
Great.
And I guess Dusk, if she's technically Weathered
I
Storm.
suppose.
Dusk is not depicted
Oh, okay.
as a
Interesting.
wolf.
Very interesting, actually. Okay.
Well, I'm just Captain Interesting over here.
As
Mr.
a
Interesting.
follow-up question to, are these artist renditions or potentially real things that happened? Would,
Cleaves the Lie is not Wolfborn.
No, I didn't think so.
as a theurge, if I were to rend Shimonage to a spirit by, say, painting or drawing pictures of other Guru, would I then not have to somehow present that to the spirit and give them up? Is it possible that...
Then it's possible that these aren't for spirits.
Right, okay. I guess that, yeah, answers my question. Like, is it...
Unless the task was draw.
Yeah, unless it was draw.
But
Interesting. Depotheon. Thanks.
so the Wolfborn, Dusk, Dew, and Depotheon
And Sky.
and Sky is also Wolfborn. Sky is not related to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Guy is looking at a full moon,
Look at that.
and Zach is looking at no moon, and he's flanked by 2 trees.
Yes.
Boy.
But he's just looking up. It's not. He's looking at it.
He's literally, it's not
Yeah.
looking up like that. He's just
Thinking. Cool.
If this was a way
looking kind of derp.
Finger and his thumb in the shape of an.
Cleaves is not Wolfborn. I don't know why people are thinking that.
Yeah.
Possibly because I've never given him another name other than Cleaves Alive, but he's chosen not to use another name.
If this is her way of... in response to
there's no
something...
Moon in the
I
picture.
don't think Zach said this, so I'm just saying it out loud. Never mind. If this is her way of trying to communicate on days when she couldn't speak, and he motions to the letter where she specifically says something about every other day when I couldn't speak, I wanted to tell you.
Tell you how much
Then why wouldn't she present these to people? Why wouldn't she use them as an opportunity to communicate?
She,
It can't be that.
when she stayed silent, she was non-communicative, right?
Yeah, she
would,
wouldn't
she would
draw her
kind of,
way.
she would be like, she could be like, yes, no, shrug.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't use sign language. She didn't like write things down and hand it to people. She just didn't.
Right.
Talk.
Sorry. Then, yeah, just to... I'm not backing it up, but like...
Not much, Lydia. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's been pretty chill. If she made these on the days that she wasn't communicating with anyone, and again he references the letters, she wanted to try to communicate something to someone, at least one person, at least this person that she admired.
Why couldn't
that
she just
loved.
draw pictures of people?
It could have been showing how susceptible people would be to the influence, to non-Gaian influence. So Guy is staring very intently at a moon. Zach isn't quite sure what he's staring at
Can
yet.
they not just be pictures?
Yes. I wonder why she would keep them. If her connection isn't to these Guru, why would she want representations of them? Wouldn't that just cause you more pain? These are people she actively planned to betray.
Are there only people we know?
That's a great question.
Yes.
Okay.
The only people who you've seen are the people. So here, I'll give you the full rundown.
Boy!
Hooray!
Here we go. Full run.
Cleaves the Lie, Jennifer Slade, Dew, Hannah Sight of Seven, Sky One Last Dash, Brandon, Juan, Guy,
Okay.
Dusk, the three of you, Zach.
People at Weathered Storm.
That's right. Not so no apotheosis, no any percent, no Ken, no to the moon, no code 902, no Northern Guard people,
And no strangers.
And no strangers that you can see, no.
Including the guy whose name I've forgotten, who identified himself as.
Risk.
No, well,
No.
Risk. No, but like we don't know him.
The guy on the mountain
Yes,
that was
Dead Man.
Alice's friend. Yeah.
Alice's friend.
Yeah.
Almost a tender man.
Tender
I
man.
don't know what. It's not packet loss. It's
Yeah, I feel like this discussion is Macris going over to the pictures and leafing through them, being like, okay, fine. I guess you're right. It is only people from Weathered Storm, but like maybe they're just pictures.
Life she's leaving behind.
future block. Thank you, not,
Yeah.
not tender man.
Future block. Enderman. Yeah. Also, I'll point out not packet loss.
Right. That
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
makes sense. People she knew.
It genuinely feels like it could be a list of potential trainees or pawns or something. Because we know that any percent was that way to Ken. Did Alice have one?
Nicole.
Yes, but that's not real life, Maris.
Risk thinks it is. He didn't seem to be suspicious.
Right, he
Or
didn't
you-
say no. She already had someone she was training.
Yes, because old BSD has one apprentice, one master.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. It's interesting. Yeah.
Risk backwards is Sith. No.
I don't think if you rearrange the letters and
No, it's British spelling.
Okay.
What?
So
God.
Okay. All
take
right.
the pictures. We've noted the bracers. Take the shadow shards. Take the tablet. Don't bring the tablet anywhere that points out that we're baddies or
Yeah.
goodies or
Goodie.
whatever he is.
I prefer goodies. Yeah. Use the shadow shards.
I hate this place. I don't want to be here much longer.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Macris leaves the room and
Can some-
goes into the hallway.
Can someone watch my back while I check behind this mirror? If I was trying to hide things from Guru, I would put them behind a silver mirror.
Macris pokes her head back in the room.
She looks for a stick or something that she can use to nudge the mirror off the wall.
Or is it attached to the?
Well, in
dresser?
Hamid, we aren't affected by silver, but we don't. I don't think we like that. But yeah, in Hamid, silver immunity.
Oh, great.
And lucid.
She lifts the mirror and checks on the back, if she's able to.
You find behind the mirror I gotta give something, don't I?
10,000 crisp
Single dollar bill.
dollar bill.
Loonies.
There's a small inset shelf behind the mirror. Back there are items of a personal nature and a small
What a queen! What a queen!
I hated her until the point where I realized that she was self-actualizing.
And kept everything behind a really heavy silver mirror.
There is a
What?
you know those jars that have a lid, but the lid is like an eyedropper?
Oh yeah.
Is one of those.
So liquid in it.
Yes.
Dante drinks it.
Hang on. You can't tell me what I do. I drink. Sorry, I don't. Sorry. No, that's a joke. Sorry.
It's lube.
I was gonna say, it's for use with the items for
No,
nature.
there's other things that
Okay.
are lube is also
This
with
doesn't,
this. That's
this
fine.
doesn't taste good.
It's a different one. It's a black, not opaque black, but it's a black glass, and with an eyedropper on the inside. When you unscrew it, are you gonna sniff it?
I mean, I'm gonna waft it towards my nose because
Ah!
I've taken high school chemistry.
Oh!
I specifically didn't.
Science degree. Okay, so I think. Oh, yeah, I don't want to get my nose.
Lubus. I'm gonna take my lubus form.
Stop.
Good job, Dante.
It's lemon juice.
For writing.
Invisible ink.
Yes, correct. For writing messages.
Oh,
Said the
meanwhile,
fucking
Holy
nerd.
shit! Does
Wow.
the letter have an? We need to heat the letter to reveal if
Sometimes
there's like
it's-
an address
is it
on it or
UV
an
light
address.
that reveals lemon juice? What is it that
Pull
reveals
out my
lemon
pocket
juice?
UV.
Pull out
Might
your
actually-
pocket computer
Somebody
and get the
actually
answer.
legitimately could have one, but that seems a little crazy.
Meanwhile, Macros is like, yeah, how else is she gonna keep this mirror so clean? Like, literally, whoosh.
John, is it possible to? Dante is making an assumption that there may be a hidden message inscribed on either the drawings or the letters, either a title or the letters are being addressed to somebody. Although why you would put that in invisible ink and nothing else, I don't know.
It's a heat source that you would need.
Okay.
UV will also, citrus fluoresces.
I'm gonna BRB. I'm just gonna try to get some more cold air in here.
Oh, yeah.
But please continue your investigation without.
Could you
Investigation.
grab my other water bottle, please?
Thank you. We will continue to investigate. That is what Dante is going to...
There's a candle for wax play.
I don't think there
Oh, I
is
burned
there?
the letter.
I don't think so.
She's not into wax play.
It's worth a try.
Gas stove seems unlikely in the city.
An incandescent light bulb,
Okay.
a heater,
A lighter.
uh,
Although that
a
would...
lighter.
You got to be careful, obviously.
Burn our invisible ink, I'm begging.
You could just take them with you and find these things elsewhere.
Yeah, let's do that.
You could have a UV light if you really wanted to, because you're Dante, and they're like, "Hey, look, I use this whenever I go into a hotel room."
Well, no, but I might have it for some other reason. Everyone's freaking out in the chat.
So many suggestions.
Would you allow me to have a pocket UV light?
Sure.
Which I would then turn off the lights in this bedroom and use.
Right, okay, I've got my UV light.
That's
my
Trace! The fact that he's voicing Trace how he imagines you sound is diabolical.
Sound like that! Stop it!
Dante, if I give you this and you give me that, then it's like we're together forever, like a BFF necklace, except it also has a cool, sweet light.
I like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Do
do.
you remember our thong?
Do I remember our thong? No, I don't.
Our
It's like-
thong.
That's the start of the traveling thong. You two just straight
What
it.
was our
Back
song? Oh,
Uh,
here. Let's. Sorry, let's not start singing it together because I think you and I are gonna have very different games.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm this cat man.
And I went with Sandstorm. Just to be very clear, it needed to be the. I don't know why this is the lore.
That dress
behind
so scandalous that I swear another winner could handle it.
Crazy
Checking that
Fox.
thing
You
like
heard it here
who's the
first.
itch. Look in her eyes so devilish.
so you're whipping out your pocket UV.
Gonna dance hip hop tops and the cruise with the cruise. Connect the dots. Not just urban. She likes the pop.
I
She
think.
living la vida loca. She got dumped like a truck. I like what? Baby movie but. I think I'll sing it again.
Well, hang on, Tracy.
Now, before you do, I'm just going to stop you right there.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just gonna stop you right there. Thank you. I am indeed going to. Although Macros has asked that we go shortly, I think I am going to quickly check this material to see if there's anything. of
Oh
value.
yeah, that's fine. We've discovered something. That's great. It was mostly just
We were
let's
vamping
understand.
before you came
We're
back.
about.
Oh, I specifically
to-
said don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's information that I would have just repeated.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you missed me singing the thong song.
I'm aware that you know those lyrics.
That sounds so judgmental. Like the tiredness. It's as if for some reason I sing the thong song every day.
Guys, you don't have to weigh in now. We'll make a poll later. Do you think John sings the thong song every day?
Oh, fuck.
Woo! All right.
Anyway,
Hi. Weigh in on the Discord.
hi everybody.
Hi.
Which image do you look at?
Start with Zach. He was the one who was most curious about his image, his picture.
What you see for Zach's image, his name, his auspice, mentioning that his first change was recent, that he hangs around you, Weathered Storm, and Downstream, that he has several weaknesses, one of which is that he is untrained and does not know combat. However, he is open, and he has already demonstrated that he does not respect authority automatically. Possible good candidate.
I have to check the three of us. That's that's horrible sinking sensation in in Dante's stomach anyway, as he realizes that Alice has been hiding, intel that she's probably passing on.
Just
Right,
revealed she isn't
Troyan.
secretly a compassionate person.
I owe you a drink or like a meal or something. You're right.
Hooray!
I thought they were just pictures.
I'll need that drink.
Glasswalker Theurge. Associated with both Weathered Storm and Downstream. Division with Pack over loyalty to Cairn. Romantic exploitation. Apotheosis Sky. Weakness. Least capable combatant in his pack. Strengths. Technology. Spiritual awareness. Highly intelligent. Not a good candidate.
Highly intelligent, not a good candidate. You know the rest.
I'm split between wanting to take a rage and can I take a rage for being said I'm the weakest.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's true,
It is
he's not-
absolutely
he's
true.
Not happy about it.
It doesn't make you a weak combatant.
No,
Out
just-
of the three of you,
but he's
you
not-
are the weakest.
Not
I feel like it's a compliment
thing
to be
is-
considered not a
But
good
here's the thing.
That's true.
candidate for the
There is one
disease.
way in which you are not. You are the only one who is relatively skilled with firearms.
Mm-hmm.
Alice never saw you fire a gun.
Ha
Yeah.
Joke's on you, headless one.
She did not die again.
Macros.
Mm.
Clear disdain for authority, but uses this to further Gaian principle. Attempts to create peace despite sowing discord. Also, for all of you, it's going to name your name, your auspice. Like your.
It doesn't say Troy and BSD. It doesn't say secret asset.
Also from Macros. Capable combatant, reluctant to use stealth. Not a good candidate. Troyan. Standard beginnings. Oh, sorry. Exploitable romances? None.
Good job, girl. Keeping that on the DL.
Troyan. Conflicted. Wants to do the right thing, but is devoted to herself more than Gaia. Exploitable romances, and it just has Portia underlined twice, comma, Slade, and then Slade is lined out. Unlikely, but possible.
Oh, that piece of shit. How the fuck did she find out about Portia?
Who did you tell other than us two?
This is Liz thinking. Troyan probably knows, can literally name the minutes that she's
definitely
mentioned that
told
name out loud.
Zach. And was Kibushi, you got that envelope. Where did that envelope come from? I guess Macros would be like, who did that envelope come from?
I still don't know.
I'll tell you that you never told Alice
Maybe.
directly.
No,
That doesn't
definitely
mean you
didn't.
wouldn't have got to.
Didn't even tell Jennifer Slade. There's a lot of people that you think might know, but just don't.
You think I'd want to know?
That's why we get along so well.
The dead are
We
dead.
don't do a lot of talking.
I'm alive. Yeah.
I think it's a pretty fair assumption that they have at least some connection to the shape changer.
Well, they're involved. Definitely, they're all.
Stolen moon.
I will point out the following for the rest. If you
Yeah.
want, I'll go through all of them.
Mhm.
That might be kind of boring. So
I
why
think,
don't I
if
give
anything,
I mean, they're kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I know that's a
Interesting.
lot of stuff to. Do you have them written, or do you have to make them up on the
No,
spot?
I know what they are, but I haven't written them.
Fair enough.
it's mostly just
They're
just-
kind of exciting. I love hearing
Okay,
about
well,
everyone's
we can go through
weaknesses.
them. That's fine.
Maybe more so, I think, if there's anything that jumps out to us as like information that would be, if it came up earlier in the chat. Like, does it say Cleaves the Lie, Stargazer, for example?
Yeah, does she know about his
It seems
secret?
wildly unlikely, but
Or
it's
ex-Stargazer.
possible. Or ex-Stargazer, yeah, exactly, right? Like,
And is there anyone that's labeled as exploitable? Or exploiting?
or recruited, actually, would
Yeah.
be my
Oh,
question.
fuck, yeah. Yay!
Who are you asking about?
Okay, should we start with Cleaves?
Sure.
Cleaves the Lie. Silverfang. Philodox. Does not mention Stargazer. Parano. Or close to it. Exploitable while leader of Weathered Storm. Not a good candidate.
Okay.
Sky?
Yeah, Sky, right away. Yeah.
Sky. Blah, blah, blah. Heartworn Philodox. Dedicated to Weathered Storm. Strong Gaian tendencies, but lonely. Exploitable romances, unknown, but high. Not a good candidate. Unless further weakness is discovered.
Dusk?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Dusk. Silent Strider Galliard. Weaknesses. Seems to be a lone wolf. Likelihood of compromise high. Has poor relationship with Dew and Apotheosis.
I mean, I'm curious about Jennifer Slade as well.
But
Oh shit.
no must find exploitable weakness.
I would want to check Side of 7.
Oh, yeah,
Because I imagine that she has something on her.
Side of 7. Ghost Council Theurge. Abrasive. A traditionalist who still challenges at every opportunity. Exploited. Does not have a relationship with the spirit guardian of the cairn. Not a good candidate for full conversion.
Slade?
Jennifer Slade. Shadow Lord Arun. Exploitable weakness. Troyan. And then your name is crossed out. Overt anger quelled. Pussycat. Declawed.
Yeesh.
Not a threat. Not a compromise. No, not compromised.
Oh, that's gonna piss her off.
Can I take a rage on her behalf?
No.
Oh, okay. I feel like Troy gets pissed just reading that. Okay, who's missing? Dew?
Do Brandon, Guy, and
There's
Hua.
lots
The
of
four
folks,
left.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly would want to know if there was any, either converted
Yeah.
or prime candidate or already
Exploited.
already exploited.
What were you asking about?
If we're going through one by one, I
Dew.
would go with Dew, yeah.
Do a
Galestalker, yeah.
Yeah, Galestalker. Galestalker is a new.
Oh,
word I've
yes,
used
that's
a
right,
lot,
that's
so I
right.
was like, I'm not using the old one. Galestalker Gal. Weaknesses. Attached to home off island. Does not have a good relationship with Dusk Apotheosis. No exploitable weakness found. Not a good candidate.
E.
Guy Boucher. Black Fury Ragabash. Dedicated to Gaian philosophy. No exploitable weaknesses. Not a good candidate.
Brandon.
Yeah. And
Brandon Patel. Red Talon Ragabash. Weaknesses. Slight philosophical disagreement with rest of Sept. But ultimately very dedicated to Gaian philosophy. No exploitable weakness. Not a good candidate.
unless we're missing one, I think we're down to Juan Kim, everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite.
Correct.
Juan Kim. Heart Warden Arun. Exploitable weakness. Attachment to rest of Sept. Would do anything to protect, even go against Gaian philosophy. Compromised. Convinced that Alice will have the answers. Possible candidate.
Tits.
Exploitable romantic interests. I had it.
Oh god.
Peter?
Jean-Philippe. Seigneur. There.
Good name.
Philippe Seigneur.
Strong name. Jean-Philippe.
She likes to date, okay?
The handwriting does match, by the way, the rest of it, because everyone has asked. But yes, Alice seemingly referred to herself in the third person.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what to show people if they ever have trouble finding the fighting spirit.
I'm also going to put out that it did not say exploitable romantic weakness, code 902.
Yes,
Or
right,
Dante.
Or Dante, even though that wasn't really
That one
But
time.
yes, yes. That one
And
weird,
in a
that
moment
one
of
weird
strange weakness.
Rude, but fine.
No, she was grieving.
Okay. You have to make sure that Juan isn't still that she wasn't compromised beyond what it says here.
Yeah. Do you check the letters as well? Sorry, Macros.
Exploited, though, isn't the same as compromised or loyal.
Yes.
Heather was used, but not converted or believing.
Right. And Juan was probably used in the same way to make sure that Alice could, well, she could get onto the bond, but maybe for some other reason, to look the other way. Something like that.
Alice has the answers, is the specific wording.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, maybe Nicole has also met Juan. And Nicole and Juan and Alice were having tea together every day. Or whatever these spirals do in their spare time.
Yeah. Zach, how are you?
What the hell?
You okay?
I'm insulted. I'm not a candidate. What does that even mean?
It just means that you're new to this whole life. You saw she thought that she could manipulate Juan by telling her that she had all the answers. She feels the same for you. There's a lot you still don't know, and she would be all too willing to provide it. Doesn't mean she thinks you're corruptible, just that you're unlearned.
Does that mean everybody else thinks that I'm some kind of liability?
No, we've all been through this.
If you were a kid on the street, you'd be labeled as at risk of getting pulled into the wrong circles. It's the same thing, just with a guru twist.
Dante, as you're maybe rolling, in an unusually kind of harsh tone, also kind of chimes in at this point. We all had to prove ourselves to the Guru Society here. We all had to prove that we weren't weak and that we weren't exploitable, and you haven't done that yet.
What's your problem, man?
I don't have a problem. It's just the way things are. She thinks you're weak and she thinks you're exploitable because she doesn't know you because you haven't done anything yet. Sorry. He turns away.
She doesn't know you because she didn't bother to get to know you. You weren't a part of her sept.
What did you do in your first few weeks, Dante?
Fuck you, Macro.
For fuck's sake.
You know exactly what I did because first few weeks, getting my feet under me, and you know that. We made sure that woman found a way out of here.
So that was like within the first few weeks of
No, it
Dante.
wasn't in my first
Sorry,
few
this
weeks,
is
and you know
Kate
that-
out of
Oh, no,
character.
it was
I just wanted,
definitely- oh,
yeah,
yeah,
great.
definitely.
I just wanted to verify that it wasn't like, oh, Dante just changed like 2 months ago. Yeah.
You very new.
Yeah.
Fuck
Have you been your mentors this whole time, you poor boy? Oh, God.
Chris was my mentor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Point taken, Macris. I'm just trying to make sure that he understands.
I was a useless, grieving, emotional wreck during my first few weeks. Anyone would have called me compromised. Absolutely anyone.
Nobody likes just having all their weaknesses written on a piece of paper.
Actress does not say anything, but definitely her expression says that she feels otherwise.
You like seeing her weaknesses?
They're just like,
Macros
oh, what did they
no
think?
weaknesses identified.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, well, some of those came out looking pretty good.
No, I avoid stealth, apparently. Reluctant to use stealth.
Oh,
Like,
no!
Cool, thanks for the notes. Thanks for the feedback.
Also, not necessarily true.
Yeah.
Yeah, also fair, actually, yeah. As we know.
Well, you were there for the solo session.
No, but that's true.
Look, this is instructive insofar as this might be what the other side perceives of us. This is not to be taken as gospel for self-improvement or self-deprecation.
There are other things hidden here that we need to find.
I want to check the letters. But then let's get the fuck out of here. But this might be our last time in here. They're going to scrub this place.
We've looked around.
I'll double check. So Macros are gonna go knock on drawer bottoms and stuff.
I mean, codes. She was writing things in codes. Hidden messages.
She reaches for the UV light.
Yeah. Dante
And
will allow
tries
her
over
to-
the letters as well. Anything that hasn't gotten the UV light passed over it.
The letters have no hidden text. The letters have tear stains.
Lemon tears? She was actually
Check
collecting
these. Check Please is my favorite scene end, for sure. Da-da-da.
Oh, God!
That's hilarious.
Bitter weeping. Very nice, sir.
That is, that's heavy.
Okay, so this is real. Well.
as real as we can expect.
She puts the mirror back.
Zach, we don't know if there's anything more hidden here. And Troyan's right, we're not going to be able to come back. If you have a sense of something we may have missed,
I just always think that there's something I've missed.
I know that feeling.
I mean, same. There were dances under our noses for far longer than I'm comfortable with.
Intuition can be a powerful tool, Zach. If you have a feeling, you should follow it.
I just... Alice didn't talk half the time, right? Did we ever figure out why?
No. We still have no fucking clue.
This is the place that she spent time away from everybody else. She was private. We already knew that. She didn't tell anybody why she was doing this thing. We just all trusted in it. So this is where she would do it. Is this where we have to start trying to find out who she was doing it for?
Do we pass into the umbra from her other room?
Oh boy. That's...
I'd rather not. We just found 3 shadow shards.
We need to keep the shards for use on the mountain. We need to get to Stag. We promised.
And there's 4 of us.
But it's a good point. Don't know if the gauntlet here is damaged in the same way. May not be, in fact.
No, there's probably a festering hole of spiral disgustingness on the other side of the end. Not right here.
Possibly.
Just... You don't have to go into the Ember, you can just look, right?
Yeah, now who doesn't know anything?
I would look if I could, but I can't. Just a
Do you want to learn? Zach?
Storyteller.
Zach.
He can't learn how to peek. Doesn't have access
Just,
to that gift.
there's no such thing as being just a storyteller. I don't ever want to hear you talk down to what you can do ever again.
Thanks, Liz.
Welcome.
To be clear, we were talking to Zach in that moment, though. It was in character. I just wanted to be clear that...
Yeah, real life storytellers.
Fuck!
Oh my god! I
Sorry,
said
that was
nothing.
Macris.
Oh, okay, that was also in
Not say
character.
that.
Okay, right. I know whatever she was doing in the next room was painful. And it was being used to cover something up.
Okay,
I
then
can
let's
do it.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Just before we leave.
You're right.
Good.
Okay. And then we're gonna go, Zach. Don't worry.
Okay. I feel disgusting.
This place is hard.
It's just a bedroom. But why this? And he points to the mattress.
Macris is not liking it.
Mattress Macris is very distressed.
Ah, yes.
She morphed into a match.
Did you get a 6th form? Just for
On full mattress.
I love it.
You can just rotate the Hamid.
Sorry, that's really good.
I
Yeah.
could probably actually do that directly from my phone. but I'm
Eric
not
was
gonna.
asking if there's anything under the bed. They didn't look.
Isn't it just on the floor?
There's a box spring.
We take knives to it?
No, while Dante's doing cool, useful things, I'm gonna look under
I haven't
the
really done anything.
box. Well, I assume you're about to.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's the game plan.
All right, Macros, you're looking under the bed. How?
Yep.
Just lifting the mattress?
Yep.
Or...
I have to assume it doesn't like. It's not like the mattress wasn't carved out fully I mean, no, we're on the 3rd floor, right? Like, it's not possible that it makes a warren down into the ground.
I mean, it
There's
could
like
be.
a fucking cave down there.
Could be.
Maybe
like,
it's a secret tunnel.
It goes through the floor.
yeah,
it goes
maybe
into
she has
the
all the
under.
apartments
That's true.
underneath. I don't know. Spirals are evil.
Oh,
They
shit.
have money.
Do you lift up the mattress?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
But she's holding her nose. Or holding her breath.
Yeah, maybe.
There's, when you lift up the mattress, instantly for the rest of you, and you especially, an overwhelming odor. Kind of like a combination of rotting meat and rotting fruit.
Gross.
There is a hole under the bed. It extends into the apartment below.
Oh my god.
I like push the mattress higher to try to lean down, look down.
Tryon goes over and helps hold it up.
Are you shining a light down? It's dark. You can't see.
Phone flashlight.
Ding!
You're looking at the bedroom of the apartment immediately below this one. The room has been covered in sheet plastic around the walls. And there are 7 corpses in various stages of decay underneath
You said 7?
7. I'm not elaborating further.
That's fair.
Would it be immediately evident how they died? Without going into too much detail.
4 of them are in too much decay for you to be able to tell. The more recent ones, many small cuts.
It's fucked.
So
The entrails have been splayed out in the shape of a spiral.
Oh, you little bitch.
Macros is gonna go to like flop the mattress back down if Trin will let her.
Yep, she will.
I knew I didn't want to look under here.
Oh my god.
I mean, you know, I'm tempted to just call the police and let it be some sort of evil serial killer thing, and for that, let the police track down all the spirals. But they just fucking die, so I probably shouldn't be sending them into their deaths. Probably.
Alice's people will be here, I'm sure, to clean everything up. These fuckers.
Checking in on Zach. Is he or did he step out of the room with me potentially? Or
Zach
is he
has
okay?
Zach has reached out and has hover-handed over Macris's shoulder as if he's not sure whether or not he should make physical contact with it. And then he pulls his hand back. Macris, you're probably aware enough that you could tell that this happened.
She's 1,000 yards staring at the moment.
It's fucked up. That's for sure.
This is almost certainly either, as Kung Fu Fenris mentioned, a ritual, or it's other shimonage.
If now, I mean, Dante has, knowledge of the occult. He has a knowledge of these of things, but probably not of what dancers do. However, if it is a ritual or shimonage, if it were to be disrupted, that would potentially anger the spirit that it's being done to.
Yep.
But would it undo whatever has been done? I'm not sure. I guess I wouldn't know.
Why not? You have a cult.
Yeah, I could.
Like based on our
I'm
interaction,
not going to make you roll.
spirits
Okay,
lately.
This,
Yeah.
you would have enough. Break shimonage with a spirit, and typically that means that whatever favor you asked for, first of all, you lose it.
Makes
Or
sense.
you never get it in the first place. Some of them it's like, do this for a month, and then I'll do this for you. Some of it is, as long as you keep doing it, I'll help you, and then once you stop, I'll stop. The thing is, spirits also can have different attitudes about things, right? Now, if it's something that's like, yeah, as long as you do it, I'll help you, and then when you stop, I'll stop. For that, that's kind of like, yeah, as long as you clean my driveway, I'll pay you $10. But then the day you stop cleaning my driveway, I just stop paying you. And like, there's no hard feelings. It's just,
yeah, exactly.
you decided you didn't want to do it anymore, fine, no problem. But if you make a commitment to a spirit, and that spirit is like, look, this ties us together in ways that, we can't go takesy backsies on, don't screw me, or I'll screw you back.
Thanks. And I assume, out of game, that the guru would believe that extends after death, at least in some. Like, you can't keep performing tasks when you're dead, but like.
Spirits wouldn't necessarily. Spirits would be understanding if they're like, well,
Yes, you're
dead.
dead.
But the thing is, it could have been a deal that you struck
Right.
and been like, look, as long as somebody does this, I'll keep doing it.
Right.
I don't care who.
Right.
Right? Like, I'll shovel the driveway and $10 shows up in my account. I don't know who sent it. I don't care. But as long as that $10 keeps showing up, I'll keep shoveling that driveway. Also, charge more than $10. So
Yeah.
the driveway sucks.
Depends on the size of it. Yeah. But this could be either related to or in fact part of what she was claiming to be her every other day. Like this could be very much could be what she was doing or what she
Whatever whatever it is,
I still don't know what she was getting in
I'd
return.
rather go through the front door to the apartment rather than jumping down onto that.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Are you gonna look?
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Just be ready.
We'll pull you out if it seems like it's necessary.
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about what might come out after me. He's not going across, but that's it. Yeah. Dante will step across the hall into the Earth-packed room, and he will take a deep, shuddering, relatively nervous breath.
Mhm.
He's going to look or reach, if you will, across.
Okay.
Like I need to test.
What about you?
I'm gonna wait for Dante.
Yeah, I'm standing
And
guard.
then I'll
You're gonna go
Eventually.
downstairs?
eventually, but yeah, do this. Stay with him. We aren't supposed to separate, so I'm not gonna separate.
Spend willpower. Okay. You wanna do it? Intelligence wisdom. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Don't worry, everyone. Bless you.
Bless you.
Did it again.
Yeah, you blessed me before this.
Yep, I did it. Sorry. Yep. It
You
happened.
are
This is Darkest Timeline, Scott.
darkest time.
No! 3 successes?
Okay.
Feels like enough.
when you peek across in this place, there is sitting patiently and with eyes wide and what looks like a lolling tongue out, there is the spirit of a dog, a beagle. Patiently waiting.
Dante crouches down and kind of tilts his head.
It can't see you.
Yeah, and that's true. At the storyteller's discretion, I can interact with it.
Yeah, if you choose to.
I'm gonna say, what are you waiting for?
Hi. I'm waiting for the one who watches. I'm trying to help. Are you her friend?
I knew her, yeah.
There's something very important that she needs to remember.
Mm-hmm. That she's forgotten.
I found it.
Oh, did you?
So she should come by and get it.
Oh, wow. Can I see it?
She's been waiting a long time. But she asked something that I could give her if she could be like me. For every other day. Unable to speak with the ones I love. But she hasn't spoken in a long time.
No. I don't know if she's going to be able to come by anytime soon.
Oh,
She's gone away.
well then, that's too bad. I found this. It took me a while.
Like I said, Oh. Like, unbidden, it just comes out of Dante. Oh. Like I said, I knew her. Maybe I can hold on to it. Give it to her when she comes back.
Okay. If you make the same promise.
Dante shakes his head no. He doesn't say the word no. I can't do that.
Why not?
I need to speak with the people I love.
I don't get to.
Why not?
They don't understand me.
Oh, that's too bad. Have you tried...
It would only be for a week.
Son of a bitch. So close to, like, trying to negotiate with a spirit about the number of
try.
days.
You can try. Just know that if you fail, it might revoke the offer.
Man,
I will tell you
may I
what-
consult my back?
I will tell you what the roll would be. It would be charisma persuasion.
Okay. Disaster City. That's fine. Can I consult my pack? Hey guys.
Hi.
This is an absolute, like, devastation of an offer. Obviously, of course, I want to take it. Because
Want to know
because
what
of
it
course
is?
I want to know what this thing is.
Yeah.
How do people feel about?
I want to know how it translates into practical terms. Just like how many sessions does that then mean you would have to spend not
30.
communicating any?
multiple sessions.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be lame and say, what does this mean for OOC, Scott?
That's a really good point.
Meanwhile, I'm going to let you know that OC, if Dante comes back from the Umbra and refuses to talk to us, I'm going to be like some sort of demon stole his
Yeah, that's
communication.
his voice.
It's actually Ursula.
Yeah, exactly, right? But
Yeah,
like seriously,
and
and,
then-
she's going to like maybe not frenzy, but get fucking close to it.
Yeah.
And
Go find a theurd. Try
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
back
yeah,
through.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
something.
yeah,
So
exactly.
you can try.
That's such a bad idea. I have so much rage. Like,
Oh, God, that is too bad, isn't it?
it's just this is where we separate the. Yeah, this is such a problem because I feel like this is what we want to know. This is what we have been doing.
Yeah, I just don't want you to have to sit here for hours because you can't even communicate. Like, you can't even write.
Mm.
you get the information, then break your pact with the spirit after you got the information.
Like,
That would
it
be
doesn't
one of
sound.
our
That doesn't
tenets.
sound. Oh no! Our tenants.
All
Sorry, I'm
right.
kidding. Just kidding.
Jesus.
That would actually be.
Oh
Pretty bad for
no,
me.
time to gain some hog laws.
Here we go.
I guess your best hope would be find someone you didn't love and go, I have to speak through you because I don't love you.
He means humans.
Yeah.
Oh, like all humans.
Yep. Well, the spirit means humans.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because it's a dog.
I thought that was a little loophole.
I can't take this, but I want to see if there's. I want to see.
Why
if
don't you try making the roll?
I would like to because I would like to see if there's something else I can maybe offer instead, or maybe some way of reducing this penalty. You said charisma persuasion.
Yep.
I know that. Sorry, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna roll. Okay. Okay. I got 2 successes and 1.
You could offer one day. Just one day where you can't speak to other people.
You son of a bitch. Yeah.
And
Probably
sleep the
enough.
day
Where's my
away.
green card? Let's go.
Probably enough one day.
Dante looks. Well, I mean, he's still looking across. He's furrowing his brow. I want to be able to tell people why.
And you will. You'll be able to. It's just one day. Just one.
Starting at the rise of the moon.
Okay.
When does the moon? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Okay.
I feel like Guru would be intimately.
I would know. I think.
Because you need to help.
I really want to know so I can give her the thing that you found.
Okay.
One day,
One day.
starting at the rise of the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And Dante reaches across.
There's a transfer. Remember, one day. Does that mean I can go now?
What did you find? You can just leave it, and you can go.
I know how they can get their memories back.
Want to know?
The answer. It lies underneath. It's in the ground. I'll show you where it is.
Dante nods.
When we go to the Umbra, I'll take you there.
Okay.
I'm so glad that we're friends. I've been lonely here,
Sorry you've been lonely.
all by myself.
I'm a little scared of where you want to take me. Is it a scary place?
No. When you're ready, I'll find you.
Oh, but it's a little doggy. Okay. Okay.
Are you headed down?
No, again, I'm waiting for Dante to stop being umbrified.
Yeah, we're guarding his
Which I assume looks like.
body.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Kung Fu Fender's a fucking beagle.
The cutest of dogs. Okay.
Roar.
Dante kind of takes a moment to like readjust back to this world and stumbles across the hall. And he relays the conversation that he just had. He relays the fact.
So
yeah,
the next time you go into the Umbra, you will be led to where this will be. That's the key.
that's the crux.
Does it matter where he enters the Umbra?
Doesn't sound like it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good. I'll find you.
oh, jolly good. Who's a good boy? Oh my god.
Not happy I had to agree to this, but it sounds like the spirit was
The day is worth it.
lonely. Exactly.
Good on you to remember to take a bit of time. You need to communicate everything you need to communicate for the next day.
Just so that you two know why.
Please tell Apotheosis so we don't have to.
You don't like talking to Apotheosis?
I'm not talking to Apotheosis, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, P.S. Your boyfriend isn't talking and it's nothing you did, I swear. He'll
Silent
explain everything in
treatment.
24 hours.
If that came up, would that be so bad?
I'd rather you do it.
Okay,
if
I'll
you
do it,
don't
I'll do it.
mind. Thank you so much.
We have to go downstairs and see what she's doing down there.
Yeah.
I know.
Zach, you don't have to look.
But I should come with you.
You do have to come with us.
Yeah, just... Let's do this.
Hold on, let me try and does a pretty like a slapdash job of wiping down doorknobs and stuff. And the silver mirror. It's not great, and anyone who thoroughly checked, I'm sure would.
Also, like the the evidence is clear that
Okay,
someone
roll
broke.
your
It probably
composure
shouldn't be.
survival.
Okay.
So you're headed downstairs?
Yeah. Sticking together.
That's one success.
Success is better than no success.
That's true.
Not wrong.
So you head down one floor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are now in front of the door for this apartment.
Yeah.
Macra says strength 4. Can she...
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
4 is enough.
Yeah.
Can
You
we do
open the
a,
door.
Holds through all shots thing. With
You ever been in
with
in an
knobs.
apartment?
She
where-
wipes off the knob.
Oh.
Of course you have.
What?
You've been in an apartment where there's no furniture.
Sure.
Yep.
Oh
Bare
yeah.
walls.
Mhm.
It always seems smaller than it should be.
Mhm.
There's plastic sheeting on the ground and on the walls here. And it would appear that there's at least a half-assed attempt to hang sound blankets from the walls. Sitting in the center of the room, there is a woman on a chair, bound to it.
Oh fuck.
She has a blindfold on and a gag in her mouth that has been pulled tightly. But when you open the door, head looks up.
I usher everyone in and pull the door closed. And
And Zach looks up and goes, Mom?
Oh my god.
nice. It's the end of the fucking session, you
I
god
immediately vomit everywhere.
damn
And I think
fucking
we'll end
piece of shit.
the session.
What the fuck? Yay!
Oh my god.
If we had a text-to-speech converter right now, I would.
This is
Oh,
fine.
Captain Splee, I got some bad news.
I got some real bad news for you.
Do you want the good news or the bad news first, Captain Splooey?
good news? Is yay session.
Yeah. That Alice is a serial killer.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Liz?
But I fucking hate Alice.
That also counts. Scott?
I learned that Alice made a deal with a beagle spirit to find what had been lost, aka the memory of, presumably, of the attack on. And we know where it is, or we're gonna find out where it is. This is great. This is great stuff.
Cool.
So I'll take that.
Kate?
Oh,
wanna
I
call
wanna,
something?
I wanna call out Troyan for caring enough to figure out what these photos and letters were about, and to look behind the silver mirror. Like, good investigation, thumbs up, well
Thank
done. Yeah, and it felt, I don't know, it felt right that she'd be interested in letters and stuff. So
Yeah.
it felt relevant as well.
I sometimes, like, my characters, because Liz is like this, get really intent on, like, looking at everything, and I have to be gently pulled away from that. It was nice that there was actually something to find.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like I wasted everyone's time. Scott,
They were always there. I didn't just throw.
awesome. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Scott,
go.
Dante took a scary deal, and I know he made it less scary, but, like, I'm sure you're
not-
going to
I'm still
regret
not
those
happy
24
about it.
hours where you can't communicate. It's
So
going to be
Scott-
fucking difficult.
Book a film on a Sunday.
Yeah,
apparently.
seriously. We'll just have, like, a little cardboard cutout of
Weekend at
you.
Bernie's, you know.
Yeah.
The moot point, just to let you know, is how do we feel about the cliffhanger? And the answers are awesome. Ha 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 ha. Sob. +1 rage, or there was a cliffhanger?
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Very interesting.
Yeah, no one's voted for that one.
So yeah, just, like, great job. You chose maximum drama while still keeping the game playable, and I think bravo.
I would like to call out Kate as Macris. While I do really enjoy the dash to the piano bench for the for the music, because I actually really did legitimately think it was enjoyable. I wanted to call you out for keeping us keeping the pack grounded in terms of not getting too carried away with conspiracy. As it turns out, there was perhaps a bit of conspiracy there, but I think it's important in a game where one of the themes of the game so far has been, how can we be sure that there are no more traitors unless we kill everybody? I feel like Macris today is the, guys, let's not assume that everyone is against us all the time, please, because I also would like to shout out Nicole as, like, secret MVP of the stream.
Secret.
Oh,
move
God.
club.
Move pup. I also want to shout out John. John, I feel like there was a lot to discover in this apartment, and I really appreciated, from a meta standpoint, I really appreciated how much there was to discover and how much there was to learn, because, if I may, and I'm not naming names, I have played in games where sometimes there's nothing to discover, and you just fucking sit
Yeah.
there, and that sucks.
It sucks to because you'll go into a room and you'll be like, I look under the
things.
clock, and the person goes, there's okay, make a roll, and then you roll, and then they're like, there's nothing there, and you keep going throughout the whole room, and it turns out there was nothing there, and so
just like
what?
nice.
Like, it's just so nice, because if there hadn't been anything to discover, you would have gently let us know, so we weren't wasting our
I
time and stream's
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
on it. It's nice.
Yeah.
There was stuff to discover, and you made that clear, and we found it in, like, organic and interesting ways.
But I also appreciate the nudges towards the end, because I/Macris were like, that bed's fucking disgusting. I don't want to go anywhere near it.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch it.
But maybe we should.
Yeah.
So, and you're like, what?
Yeah. No, that's
The moot point is finished. People seem to be feeling rage.
Yay, rage!
Woo!
That's how we know it's a W5 stream.
Good lord. God.
Yeah, it's why investigation is one of the hardest things for some game tables, because failing an investigation roll and then people are like, well, I guess you don't find the clues. Well, that sucks. But you might get more information than the minimum that I needed you to get.
Yeah.
But you are right. Like, it's a tough line to walk in the sense that, you know, if you're playing a game and there's a mystery, obviously I would assume everybody wants to solve the mystery, but we want it to be an entertaining story while solving the mystery. Is it entertaining to just be like, here's a mystery, here's the solution? Maybe not. Maybe there's got to be some steps in between. But how do you balance that with, like you said, the possibility of failure? And, you know,
But you you showed us without showing us, like, oh, these 2 rooms are locked. There's probably something important behind these doors, which is why we didn't even bother with the bathroom and the kitchen.
The bathroom.
Like, we didn't look through the art books on the coffee table. Like, it just felt like, okay, this is the area to focus on.
Or
And that was
specifically be
nice.
like, I didn't give you 5 addresses because I didn't want you to spend 30
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
being like, oh, these are somehow.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
time
yeah.
to triangulate the position. Yeah.
That was me with like the phone numbers and the Rolodex versus the 7 bracers and the 5 numbers sort of thing.
the
So, like,
7 braces, the 7 corpses, the
Yeah, yeah,
7,
yeah,
like... Yeah, her medicine cabinet must have been wild. You're right. Note to self, go back up and check.
Just a bit of iodine, right?
So many skin rejuvenating products.
She's all up in,
oil of Olay
in
up
the
the
K
fuck.
beauty.
Right,
She's
'cause
got like a
famously
10-step.
75 years old, secretly, right? We talked about this.
Well, folks, important to note, there will not be a session in 1 week. We are out of province, or at least half of us are. So we got to take a bit of a hiatus for that. And I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Yay!
We get to do some cool things instead. That being said, that doesn't mean that there aren't things happening this week.
It's true. You can catch me on Tuesdays. I stream in character on twitch.tv/BiffTheBoss. I have it on good authority that the Dr. Surgeon is returning. And guys, here's what's really exciting about that. He was yelling the other day about how he thinks British cuisine is underrated. And I was like, I don't think that's true. And he's really mad about how people perceive British cuisine. So I have a feeling the Doctor is going to try to change people's perceptions of British cuisine on Tuesday at 1800 Eastern. Is it? We'll see.
Depending on when I leave the province, I might stream. We'll
Yay!
see. But coming up, whether it's because it's only coming out at the end of this week, will be the Nintendo World Championships NES edition, which is basically their speedrunning game. So we're gonna give that a shot.
Yay!
Friday, we are doing a Discord watch, so check out our Discord and go to the Movie Night channel for all the info on that for times. And then, if all goes well, we're going to be starting Cyberpunk 2077 as Punchy Friday at 1800. Saturday, we're probably going to start Drew Crew later because Scott has a workshop, but as soon as he gets home, we're gonna get started
Yes,
on that. So
correct.
we'll officially announce the start time on Discord as well. And then Sunday, I may do like a productivity writing stream. I don't know. No promises. I might sleep all day. Who knows?
Alright.
And I'll stream that.
Yeah. So
That can.
as always, stay tuned to the Discord for updates. But meanwhile, we will be back in 2 weeks' time. Sorry for the cliffhanger. Enjoy your 2 weeks.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
Talk to us on the Discord. Maybe we'll get some Q&As up there, because I've got some time to interact with the community, so I would like to. We'll figure out how we're going to do that. For now, I'm going to go interact with a certain direction. It's... See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Ow.
Ow.